Talks between the U.S. and Iran still planned Friday, with Special Envoy Steve Witkoff as President Trump pressures Iran to scale back its nuclear program following his threats to take action to stop Iran's deadly crackdown on protesters. Adding to the tension, the U.S. shot down a drone.
It's the first air-to-air kill for the Navy's F-35C, launched from the aircraft carrier Abraham Lincoln and ordered to shoot down that Iranian drone flying too close to the strike group in the Arabian Sea. In the past, Iran has used drone footage of U.S. Navy ships for propaganda purposes. The incident took place, as you mentioned, hours after Iranian gunboats harassed a U.S. oil tanker transiting the Strait of Hormuz.
That's Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. The search continues in Arizona for the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. Nancy, believed kidnapped, injured Saturday night. There's a possible ransom note. FBI Director Kash Patel tells Fox.
The local authorities notified the FBI of it, and we are working with them in any manner they choose.
America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
He pointed the gun right at his head. Clear radar in downtown Indianapolis where it's 17 degrees. We're going up to 25 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02.
They showed up early this afternoon and entered his house, and then pretty soon, shortly thereafter, they took him out, and then they started unloading guns. And they've been doing it since about 2.
And that's Janet Kreider. She lives along North Lyndhurst Drive and Speedway. Last night, police raided her next-door neighbor's home and found lots of guns. How many guns are in the back of that truck?
I didn't count them, but there you can see that whole blue thing is full. Plus, they had banker boxes that I think were full of miscellaneous guns. And there's ammunition in there, too. I've heard there's over 1,000 guns.
And police say they went to the home after a report that a man had pointed a gun at another man's head earlier in the day at a Walmart in Avon. The death of Haley Busby of Fishers is causing political leaders to consider the next appropriate steps. Here's John Herrick.
A Change.org petition has brought up a pink alert, which would send out a statewide alert for dangerous or unusual disappearances that meet certain criteria but don't necessarily fit the requirements for an amber alert. Representative Chris Jeter of Fishers tells Wish TV he wonders if it's time to look more closely at amber alert requirements.
We know in this case that very early on, law enforcement officials received information that led them to a suspect fairly quickly. And so I think that in that instance, we should be able to bypass some of those rigid rules and get the amber alert out a lot quicker.
Governor Mike Braun says Busby's death should raise serious questions about how to better protect kids in the digital age. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Pink bows now line parts of Fort Ville's Main Street in memory of Busby. Jason Ratliff, owner of Kitchen on Main, has been making and handing out the bows with help from his staff. A photo of Haley now hangs in the restaurant where she once worked. College basketball last night. IU's winning streak is a thing of the past. They lost to USC 81-75, and the Indiana Pacers dropped to the Utah Jazz last night 131-122. They've lost back-to-back games at home. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com on a Wednesday morning. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute. It's 6:04.
Groceries, gas, just about everything you can buy comes with a tax on it. No matter what, the government's always there to take their cut of your cash. Your money belongs to you. That's why Congressman Jim Baird joined with President Donald Trump to pass historic legislation to ensure you keep more of your hard-earned cash. According to the White House, Congressman Baird's vote means Americans will receive a tax cut, saving over $10,000 every year. They'll get no taxes on tips for workers. And families will receive permanent increases to child tax credits and expanded child care access. That means bigger paychecks, a stronger economy, and more prosperity across our nation. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are saving American families money and putting money in your wallet, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Okay, looking pretty good going to the airport today. Westbound 70 from downtown Meridian Street out to the airport collector with Ronald Reagan at Ameriplex. That's about a 9-minute trip right now. And if you're coming in from Hancock County, westbound 70 looking fantastic from State Road 9 to 465 on the east side. Well, not fantastic, but as good as it gets. It's about a 12-minute trip right now with no delays. Traffic sponsored by Super Shore. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super for sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but super sure. Coming soon. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
9-minute trip.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Who has the time?
I don't know.
We can't have 9 minutes. We need 8 minutes. Shave it down.
We need an express lane to the airport.
No, that's the very last thing we need.
We need self-driving cars.
Listen, we need the Jetsons. We need to be flying in space.
That's we're long overdue. I've been saying it for years.
Overdue. I'm so glad you brought this up.
Power of radio.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's happening?
Hey, Tony, good morning. It is colder today after we finally broke freezing yesterday afternoon. We're mostly cloudy, we're dry, but our temperatures are going to struggle. We're not going to move much. A high of 23 this afternoon. Partly cloudy, cold tonight, a low down to 12. Thursday, mostly cloudy during the day, maybe a few light snow showers or flurries. A late Thursday night, a high of 26. Friday, mostly cloudy, some morning snow showers. Rest of the day, dry, highs into the mid-30s. And then it turning chilly and dry for the weekend. Saturday, partly cloudy, 27. Sunday, partly to mostly cloudy and highs near 30.
So did you just say mid-30s, as in above freezing?
Above freezing. We did it yesterday, first time in nearly 2 weeks. And then I think we'll do it again on Friday into the afternoon. And then some better news, Tony. By the middle of next week, there are some pretty strong signals that not only are we going to probably flip the pattern, warm up, get above freezing, get above average, normal high for this part of February is closer to 40, but it may not, not just for a day, but probably for several days with above average temperatures. I think that'll start next Tuesday. So finally some signs of life that we get out of this freezer that we've been locked in for the last week or so.
Wow, that's a visual.
Well, yeah, I guess I probably, poor wording.
Yeah. Now we have to ask ourselves, did something tragic happen to Marcus Bailey as a child?
No.
Or does he just have weird thoughts?
No.
Marcus, where's Phil Sanchez? Marcus?
I mean, he does complain about the cold a lot, all right?
You know what? You don't need me. You need a lawyer. That's what you need. That's what you need.
Fair enough.
Right now. Marcus Bailey, Wish TV
We'll
meteorologist, man. I appreciate you. I'm going to go do a radio show. 16 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:08. So instead of one giant omnibus nonsense, they broke it up into individual pieces of legislation? Does it matter? Some people will tell you yes. The point is, there's no government shutdown. That is all done and finished. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Great. The shutdown's over. Hooray. I never got worked up to begin with. I didn't get worked up about the last shutdown. Now we get into it. Will they pass the SAVE Act? That's the question. Will we say voter ID is mandatory? Will we look at Chuck Schumer and his nonsense about Jim Crow and laugh in his face? Go on, Indiana Democrats. Let's see how much more you can be wrong about, because over the last 48 hours, it has been bad for you. On voter ID, you lose. On wanting to keep the streets safe and remove illegal immigrants, you lose. On giving quote-unquote gender-affirming care, meaning mutilating children, you lose. And you should lose. You should lose. You should lose every election. You should lose credibility. You should lose standing. And the one most important thing you should lose is this ridiculous idea that somehow you make sense. Oh, I've got the full breakdown coming up in a little bit. But yeah, we have ourselves an end to a shutdown. The only question that we can ask ourselves now is, A, for how long? Because this is how it works. This is how it works. Democrats, even when they're not in power, act like they're in power. Well, Tony, maybe if we got rid of the filibuster. Let me tell you, on the SAVE Act, you almost had me. I was there yesterday. I'm double-checking myself today. We don't get voter ID going, we're out of our heads. And the people are with us. So what are we actually doing? But maybe it's not about the filibuster. Maybe it's about political pressure. I will get into that story coming up. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Alex Brown. Subaru begins hybrid production in Lafayette. More at 6:32 on Inside Indiana Business. Brought to you by IBJ's Excellence in Healthcare on February 10th and Hunger and Health, sponsored by Gleaners on February 12th. RSVP or secure your corporate tables at ibj.com/events.
Michael Meitner, IT Director for Grand River Aseptic Manufacturing, has multiple products from Applied Innovation.
We utilize their line of Rico MFPs across all of our sites, and we're currently using their DocuWare solution for scanning and archival.
Applied Innovation's DocuWare solution has benefits?
Yeah, us providing our great customer service to our customers has been improved tenfold. Instead of taking like 30 minutes, it now takes 1 minute.
So Applied Innovation has become an important strategic partner.
Applied Innovation has really become our one-stop stop for all of our MFP printing, scanning needs, our document archiving processes. It's really convenient to have one vendor across all of our 6-7 different sites that we have that I can trust on.
And Applied Innovation service?
Customer service has been amazing. I recommend Applied Innovation and DocuWare to anyone that I possibly can.
Applied Innovation. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedyinnovation.com.
Nobody cares for you like family. Family Heating and Air.
Hey, this is Malia. We often get asked when is the best time to buy, and the answer is today, not tomorrow. With rising utility costs, rising product costs, and missed opportunity costs, which you could be saving with a high-efficiency system. Give us a call today to schedule your free in-depth estimate, 317-577-8077.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577.
Service today?
Today.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Michelin's up to $100 off?
Yep.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Michelin's and save up to $100 more. See store for details.
Didn't meet your January goals? At Synergen X and Low T Center, they're extending their New Year's promos to February.
Book a free testosterone test, and they work with most insurance plans. LowTCenter.com or SynergenX.com. Book that free T-test today.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
Traffic on the 5s, Matt Bear in the WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
All right, we're doing all right, Tony. We still need to watch those ramps and bridges for ice. You could have some ice as you make your way through the Metroplex today or on 465. Right now, inbound 69 looking pretty fantastic from State Road 37 to 465. 4-minute trip right now. And continuing on the BIMF, the Fall Creek Parkway, about a 12-minute trip down to Meridian Street. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. It's cold out, but Great Great Lakes Honda of Fishers is heating things up with hot deals. Visit Great Lakes Honda of Fishers and fall in love with a new vehicle. Shop online at GreatLakesHondaFishers.com and come in for a test drive. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
12 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
Summer in Noblesville just got hotter. Tim McGraw, the Pawn Shop Guitar Tour. Get lost in the songs you love to sing. With special guests, 49 Winchester. Get ready for a summer show you don't want to miss. Ruoff Music Center, Friday, September 18th. Tickets on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Part of the Coors Light Concert Series.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
This hour is powered by Pierce Jewelers, Carmel's Diamond Engagement Ring Store.
Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears, and he made it quite clear that he feels that ICE agents are violating the constitutional rights of people they are interacting with.
It's hard when we see a Department of Justice which routinely defies federal court orders. It's hard when we see ICE agents out in our streets routinely violate the constitutional rights of citizens. And when two people were murdered in the middle of the street, the Department of Justice's response initially was to investigate the victims.
Rich and I over there at WTHR doing the reporting. That's your prosecutor who wants to be prosecutor again, Ryan Mears. If that's your argument, how in the world could you possibly be a prosecutor? How possibly could you be trusted? Two people were murdered, no conversation about what happened with Preddy, who was known to ICE, who was going after ICE, who was stalking ICE, no conversation about Renee Good and her connection to these signal chats. Not listening to authorities, not getting out of the car, backing the car up, driving forward, striking an officer. You can investigate the shootings. But murder? My God. I don't know if I just get to call you a leftist or I can really get into some of the words, Ryan Mears, that would fit you appropriately. But the left is wrong about everything. It has been a banner week for them being wrong. I'm going to get into it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. It's not you. It's just the tail end of this cold. And this is how it ends up in the voice. It just does. Russia and Ukraine are still at it. It was yesterday where Russia resumed strikes on Ukrainian energy sites. So Trump says to Moscow, hey, listen, freezing temperatures. Let's not be hitting any of the power generation. And Russia then hit the thermal power plants. This isn't going to end until it ends. And President Trump must understand at this stage of the game that he can't force it to an end. There's no economic sanction that's going to bring it to an end. It's going to end when it ends. It's going to be the giving up of land. We already know that this is the case. There is no world pressure that's going to make Russia stop. The only thing that will make Russia stop is a bullet to the skull. Now that is a very rough thing to say before 6:30 in the morning. It's also true. The only thing that is going to make Russia stop is an advancing force that makes their bodies flee. Remember, they don't have a military worth anything. What they have are a lot of bodies they can throw at an issue. That's it. A lot of willingness to keep the destruction up. And everything that Vladimir Putin says is a lie. The only way you know that the war is over is if the troops are no longer there. Now, 3 years from now, they could come back, but this is how you know it was over, at least for now. And everything else said is a lie. Something very important in that. Zelensky was right and Vance was wrong. And I know people don't like hearing that one either. Vance actually believed, or at least said, you see, President Zelensky, we're going to use diplomacy, and that's why it's going to work with this president. You should be trying diplomacy. And Zelensky said, what are you talking about? Look at all the diplomacy. And Vance got befuddled by that. This is not a defense of Zelensky. And the money that has been stolen and those within his ranks who are abusive and all the rest, I don't think Ukraine is some level of a panacea. I think Ukraine was attacked. Russia is the aggressor. Russia is the problem. And it is clear that for all the NATO bluster, there's no willingness to actually stand on a front line and fire. There is no willingness to make this stop. That's where we're at. Now, if you're asking, do I think we should send troops? I do not. I think we are doing exactly what we're supposed to do. Send bullets, send guns. Absolutely. The Russian forces attacked 8 Ukrainian regions, hitting these thermal power plants. It left 2,000 apartment buildings without heat, temperatures dropping to 13 degrees below zero. The plan is if you can't kill them, freeze them out, one way or another. That's who the Russians are, just for the sake of clarity. And then there is the update on Billie Eilish. Oh, this is fantastic. Terrific. Because Billie Eilish, being a pseudo-intellectual child, I mean, don't get me wrong, she's an adult, but you can call her what you will. She has to take the hits for her conversations. Never mind her blank ice statements. No one is illegal on stolen land. You would have to be an Indianapolis or a central Indiana-based high school student to say something that ridiculous. By the way, to all the students who did these walkouts, you're protesting ICE. Listen, you should not have been allowed out of school. The teachers were wrong. The administrators were wrong. And your argument did absolutely nothing. And the reason your argument did nothing is not because you're bad people. It's because we as adults hear you at 16. We just don't take your advice. Unless you're telling us how to get rid of the app on our phone, we don't take your advice. There was a student in Minnesota holding a sign, and the sign read, "We skipped our lesson to teach you one." With all due respect to the 16-year-olds of Carmel, of Noblesville, of North Central, I don't believe you can teach me a lesson because you're 16. This is the same problem with college. You go to college, you're adults, and you think you should be in charge. You went there to learn. Maybe that's exactly what you should do. You're allowed to have an opinion. You're allowed to have a thought. You're allowed to disagree with me. You're allowed to disagree with your parents. You disagree with anybody you want. Or agree. I mean, it's your choice. But you're going to teach us a lesson? My God, the ego in that. I'm sorry your parents never told you you're not that special, but you're not that special. And you're not that smart. You're nice. I'm sure somewhere you're nice. But maybe you have more to learn. And then after you learn it and you get a few years on you, we can talk. And all those walkouts, my dear 16-year-olds, and not protest. You could have done that outside of school hours, which I would have been fine with. I would have disagreed with you, but I would have been fine with. All of that is the reason why the voting age shouldn't be reduced to 16. It's why the voting age should be 40. You're not ready to be a part of society where you get to make serious decisions. Oh, I'll discuss that with anyone. And if you support Billie Eilish and her conversation about stolen land, well, then why don't you want her to give up her houses? Billie Eilish is now hearing from tribes, the Tongva people, Tongva, a Native American nation. Their territory includes the greater Los Angeles basin. We appreciate the opportunity to provide clarity regarding the recent comments made by Billie Eilish. As the first people of the greater Los Angeles basin, we do understand that her home is situated in our ancestral lands. Eilish has not contacted our tribe directly regarding her property. We do value the instance when public figures provide visibility to the true history of this country. When are you going to give him the house, Billy? When are you going to give them the house? When are you going to let them live in your house? When are you going to walk away from it to prove how good you are? And every 16-year-old, this is what you wanted. All right, maybe not. Well, you know what? Most. Everyone who applauded and cheered Billie Eilish about stolen land, give up the house. And now I want you in Indiana, which I believe, Producer Carl, is land of Indians. Do I have that right? I have that right?
That sounds right.
Yeah, double check that. So all you kids in Carmel and Noblesville and North Central, I want you to go to your parents and say, we have to give up our house. No, not sell it. We have to give it back to Native Americans. Go on. Oh, no, you don't get to take your Xbox, your TV, or your BMW, or whatever car you have, or anything else with you. No. That all goes to them, too. Go on. Show me how decent you are. You stepped into the arena, guys. Now I just want you to live up to your words. That's what adulting is. And that's why you're not ready for it yet. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, Tony, looking at southbound 6570, that is a construction zone. It's moving okay for the moment. It will start to slow here before too long. Checking out southbound 65, coming in from Lebanon, everything looking just fine from State Road 47 down to the Dogleg 865, and no trouble as you make your way to the city center and Meridian Street in downtown Indianapolis. Traffic sponsored by the Suburban Indy Home and Garden Outdoor Living Show. The Suburban Indy Home and Outdoor Living Show returns to Grand Park February 6th through the 8th, featuring over 200 amazing exhibitors. Tickets are just $7 at suburbanindyshows.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show back at it this afternoon. The biggest stories in Indy. Tony Kennett will join us, and I'm sure at some point we'll make Allison uncomfortable and she'll go to HR. Tune in.
February is the month of love, so maybe it's time to show your carpet a little attention. Your carpet is the biggest air filter in your home, and if it hasn't been professionally cleaned, you're breathing dirt, dust, and winter buildup every single day. That's why I call Zero Res. No soaps, no residue, just a deeper clean that keeps your home fresher longer. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet cleaning starting at $119 plus $75 off air duct cleaning. Book online at zeroresindy.com. Ask for the WIBC special.
Don't miss Troop Vertigo, Cirque Magic, February 6th and 7th with the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra, guided by conductor Jack Everly. Troop Vertigo delivers spellbinding acrobatics, stunning physical feats, and breathtaking choreography. Featuring beloved hits from Wicked, including Defying Gravity and Popular by Stephen Schwartz, along with Harry's Wondrous World by John Williams, and classical favorites like Saint-Saëns Bacchanal. Get tickets at indianapolissymphony.org or at the ISO box office.
Hey, Mom. It's me. Oh my gosh, you'll never believe what I just opened for Valentine's Day. A sapphire ring from Helzberg. Just like the one I lost years ago. Remember how excited I was when you gave it to me? I cannot believe you remembered that story. I guess you were right. I really found the one.
This Valentine's Day, create a moment that means something with up to 40% off gifts at Helzberg. Shop in store or at helzberg.com.
Big tax changes this year could mean a bigger refund, and Jackson Hewitt knows how to get you your biggest. You'll get $100 just to try us. That won't make you filthy rich, but definitely gas plus groceries rich. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back, which would make you low-key loaded. Or at least wealthy adjacent? Go with our trusted pros and get $100 to switch. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
Ransom notes are appearing in newsrooms around the country. You have a clear radar in downtown Indianapolis where it's 17 degrees. We're going up to 25 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. More than 100 police officers and federal agents this morning are searching for Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie. The Arizona sheriff leading the investigation held a press conference Tuesday,
where he had very few answers to the many questions asked. For instance, if he believed Nancy Guthrie was abducted by one or more people, he said no clue. Asked, do you think you are searching for someone who is still alive? He said simply, "We hope we are." There are these purported ransom notes sent to TMZ and several local stations here in Tucson.
That's Fox's Jonathan Hunt in Tucson, Arizona. The FBI is asking anyone with information to speak up. Ryan Ruth, convicted of trying to assassinate then presidential candidate Donald Trump in the fall of 24, is set to be sentenced today. The Justice Department is asking for a life sentence. The attack took place while Trump was playing golf at his club in West Palm Beach, Florida. Bill and Hillary Clinton have agreed to talk with House leaders later this month about their connection to Jeffrey Epstein. After initially refusing a subpoena, the Clintons will appear for what Rep. James Comer calls more of an interview than a public hearing.
We're going to have each Clinton in for a day-long deposition.
And both Clintons say they never knew anything about Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. Elon Musk says that he's being targeted for political reasons. French officials raided the Paris offices of his ex-social media platform yesterday over its AI tool Grok and the content that's anti-Semitic or sexually explicit, or so they say. Musk has also been summoned by prosecutors. The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show just picked up a new dog.
For Best in Show at the 150th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is the Doberman Pinscher.
A Doberman Pinscher named Penny winning Best in Show Tuesday night at the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show at New York's Madison Square Garden. It was the 5th time a Doberman has won Best in Show and the first since 1989. Reserve Best in Show went to Coda the Chesapeake Bay Retriever.
That's Fox's Sue Guzman reporting. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Alex Brown. After 5 years of planning, Subaru of Indiana Automotive is now producing its first hybrid vehicle in Indiana. The first 2026 Forester Hybrid Premium came off the assembly line at the Lafayette plant around noon Monday. President Scott Brand.
It's a significant milestone because it positions us to be able to participate in the hybrid electric vehicle market with products coming out of this factory. And it's really important to our associates that our products are aligned with what customers want.
The Forester is the first hybrid vehicle to be produced by Subaru in the U.S. A 2,000-unit Fort Wayne apartment complex is under new ownership in what is being described as the largest single-asset multifamily transaction ever completed in the state. The sale of Canterbury Green apartments and townhomes was valued at $207.7 million, according to Allen County property records. The complex was sold to Morgan Properties in Pennsylvania. DePauw University has received a $10 million matching challenge gift to support student scholarships. The gift comes from alumni Steve and Karen Sanger, who are calling on others from the extended DePauw community to help meet a long-term strategy to eliminate financial barriers for students. This is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Serving Indiana means being ready for growing energy demands. At Duke Energy, we're adding more power to the grid and working on hundreds of local projects to make your energy more reliable. We've strengthened nearly 20,000 poles, updated more than 270 substations, and prevented hundreds of thousands of outage hours with self-healing grid technology, so your power can come back on faster than ever. That's the smarter energy future Indiana deserves. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
The city of Elkhart will become the latest in Indiana to allow residents to take their alcoholic drinks outside. The Elkhart City Council this week approved a new designated outdoor refreshment area, or DORA, which allows individuals 21 years and older to purchase alcoholic beverages from approved establishments and carry them outside within a designated zone. The DORA is expected to open after a 90-day implementation period. Jim Cornelison is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC. Available now on the IBJ Media app or your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for 93 WIBC.
Southside crash westbound 465 at Emerson Avenue. No delay at the moment. Northbound 65 slows on the south side before Raymond Street into the south split because of construction. Inbound 69 taking 4 minutes from State Road 37 to 465. No delays there. Traffic sponsored by the Suburban Indie Home and Outdoor Garden Living Show. The Suburban Indie Home and Outdoor Living Show returns to Grand Park February 6th through the 8th, featuring over 200 amazing exhibitors. Tickets are just $7 at suburbanindyshows.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
16 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:36. A check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what's happening?
Tony, good morning. IU's winning streak ended last night in LA. USC pulled off the 81-75 win, even though Lamar Wilkerson scored 33 points for the Hoosiers. He was the only IU player to reach double figures for head coach Darren DeVries.
So we didn't get that second, third scorer, like we've been getting tonight. Obviously, Lamar, really tried to carry us there. We need to finish a little stronger so we can get to the free throw line. We got to do a better job of drawing those fouls.
IU had won 3 in a row. They head back home to play Wisconsin Saturday. The Indiana Pacers fall at home to the Utah Jazz, 131-122.
Too many turnovers in the second half. The rebounds are even. A lot of the stuff's pretty even. Turnovers, untimely ones, were killers.
Head coach Rick Carlisle, NBA trade deadline is Thursday. We'll see if the Pacers move Ben Mathurin. They play Milwaukee on the road Friday night. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com.
It's a new year. Ready for a fresh start or career reboot? At My Computer Career, prep for a more recession-resistant future in the high-demand fields of IT, cybersecurity, in months, not years, including AI. Whether you're starting out or switching careers, no prior training is needed. Attend school online from home or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu to take the free career evaluation today. mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
As student athletes, we want to shine a light on the true team players of every high school sports team, our parents.
Thank you for driving us to practice and cleaning our uniforms.
For selling concessions and hosting team dinners.
For making signs and painting your faces.
For cheering for our team, rain or shine, snow or heat, at home or on the road.
For the time, money, and energy you spent supporting us all season long.
Thank you for always being there for us.
And for everything you do to help us grow through high school sports.
You make it possible for us to play the sports we love, and we will always be grateful.
Mom, Dad, we just want to say
thank you.
I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Thank you to all the family members, friends, and fans who champion our student athletes by buying tickets to your high school's athletic events. This is showing our gratitude. This is supporting education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
This Valentine's Day, give her that symbol of eternal and everlasting love. A diamond from Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Remember, shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
And this is how... So the Maryland House of Representatives, they passed a new congressional map, an 8-0 map, which would remove any Republican seats in the state of Maryland. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Hey, Indiana Republicans, how'd that deal work out? Oh, you're right. I do not know for sure if there was indeed a deal that was struck between Indiana and Maryland that we wouldn't redistrict and they wouldn't redistrict. All I know is here they are. It's now going to head to the Maryland Senate. It's possible it won't get through the Senate. It's possible it won't get through any challenges in the courts. But so the Indiana Republicans know, you were wrong. Redistricting should have happened. You would still be hated. You would still be dealing with the same issues. You would still have the same issues going into any election. You didn't understand your role on the larger stage. You didn't understand your role in the nation, the job of legislatures. And it could be because legislatures have been diminished, what with the direct election of senators, which I believe we should overturn. You missed an opportunity. Now, is it going to really impact Indiana in a major way? No, not at all. But if you don't understand the fight that you're in and how to fight, how to make these things happen, how to be more aggressive towards them, and recognize that you have a role to play, then I don't know what you're running for office for. Well, I'm here to serve Hoosiers. Yeah. Yes, you are. And your job is districts. That's part of serving Hoosiers. The story is come and gone. I put up my arguments. I put up my fight. I lost. That's what happened. And now you see what happens afterwards. Republicans accept that they lose. Democrats keep fighting. And maybe one day, Hoosier Republicans will learn the damn lesson. Doubtful, but, I'm a pretty hopeful cat. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. You don't have to live with the pain that's in your feet, and the pain in your feet, whoop, goes all the way up your knees, your hips, your back. You can, with the Good Feet store, actually get some relief. Talk to the people at the Good Feet store, their premium arch support specialists, about how you can get relief and enhance your quality of life, because the Good Feet store offers the possibility of a pain-free future. So it's these inserts, and you're like, Tony, I can get an insert anywhere. No, you can't. Never mind, these are made in the USA, 100% U.S. origin materials. The inserts are about resetting everything. First of all, you have 4 arches in your feet. You didn't know that. I didn't know that until I went to the Good Feet store and spoke to one of their specialists. You have no idea exactly how off balance you are. You have no idea how off kilter your whole body is. And when you are in these arch supports, you're like, okay, that feels weird. Okay, that's a little bothersome. That's uncomfortable. Yeah, you have to retrain yourself. But over time, their 3-step system, you're like, wait a second, this actually feels pretty good. And then the pain in your knees and your hips, your back, that can all disappear. You need to talk to the Good Feet store. You have to realize that this is possible in your life. Good Feet has 2 Indy area locations, at Clearwater at the Crossing and in Greenwood just off 65. Online at goodfeet.com. That's goodfeet.com.
Nate Bargatze.
It's a lot to have 2 dogs, because you gotta open the back door and let 2 dogs out.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Cambridge Fieldhouse, Saturday, February 14th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait, and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Let's say we start that new year with a new car at Tom Roush Lincoln. Hurry in for the 8-9-10 deal. Get $8,000 off new Nautilus, or $9,000 off new Corsair. Or how about $10,000 off Lincoln Aviator? The 8-9-10 deal right now at Tom Roush Lincoln. Come get a great deal on all 3 from Tom Roush, where our family served yours since 1972.
Corsair stock number L25566, MSRP 55340. Nautilus stock number L26030, MSRP 62705. Aviator stock number L25384, MSRP 79450. See dealer for complete offer details.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
Looking at the south side, Tony, westbound 465 before Arlington Avenue. That is a crash. South side, northbound 65, stop and go from Raymond into the south split. Looking at southbound 65 coming in from Lebanon here this morning. No problem. State Road 32 down to the Dog Leg 865. And then fine to 465 on the northwest side. Traffic sponsored by the Suburban Indy Home and Garden Outdoor Living Show. The Suburban Indy Home and Outdoor Living Show returns to Grand Park February 6th through the 8th, featuring over 200 amazing exhibitors. Tickets are just $7 at suburbanindyshows.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 16 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:45.
IMI is hiring CDL Class B drivers. Visit their job fair February 4th and February 7th at the Hilton Garden Inn, 6930 Intech Boulevard. Learn more at driveimi.com.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Get inspired at the Suburban Indy Home and Garden Living Show on Saturday. Discover hundreds of exhibitors, thousands of ideas, plus local artisan shopping. Tickets are just $7 online and parking is free at Grand Park. Visit suburbanindyshows.com.
There was a verdict in a case that gave $2 million to a 22-year-old. Sued her plastic surgeon and psychologist for their medical practices. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Live streaming on YouTube. You should come check it out and be a part of it. She was 16 when her psychologist said, "Oh, you're actually a boy," and then underwent unnecessary quote-unquote gender transition, which is nonsense. The jury awarded her $400,000 in future medical expenses, $1.6 million in compensation for pain and suffering. There's no such thing as gender-affirming care. It's child abuse. We have said it here for well over a year, longer than that, I should say. We were always right, and they were always wrong. The left was always wrong. They were abusing children, using the terminology gender-affirming care. They were and are to this day terrible. They're wrong. They're violent. They are hateful. It's okay to say, because now, after this verdict, you get plastic surgeons, the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, publishing a position statement, this from thehill.com, that recommends surgeons delay gender-related breast, chest, genital, and facial surgery until a patient is 19 years old. Now, I may still oppose it for a 19-year-old, but this is correct. Children don't get to determine a gender. You can't change your gender, so let's put an end to that. And most importantly, we don't mutilate children in a civil society. And all doctors who said, yes, you should do this, were wrong, are wrong, and should not be allowed to practice medicine. And every med school in the state of Indiana, hey IU, should be very wary of what it is they are teaching or what their graduates are practicing. We shouldn't even begin to think that somehow we have to moderate on this subject. Not only do we have this from these physicians, we have this. The American Medical Association now agrees with the Society of Plastic Surgeons. The AMA agrees with the ASPS that surgical interventions in minors should be generally deferred to adulthood. Democrats, you were wrong. You were always wrong. You were violently wrong. And now you have to stop. Any Democrat in the state of Indiana still pushing gender-affirming care is going against the American Medical Association and the American Society of Plastic Surgeons. How much more dangerous do we think these people can be? But they're not just wrong on this. They're wrong on what it means to deal with illegal immigrants. Local reporting at KSTP, that's in Minnesota. A poll finds that Minnesotans favor local law enforcement helping federal immigration authorities by 14 points. This is going to lead us to a story about our absolutely pathetic prosecutor, Ryan Mears, who thinks that that shouldn't be happening. And for Chief Terry, the new police chief, are you telling me that you're not going to assist federal authorities? We have statements from the governor, executive orders, I believe, that say that we will assist. So I will ask the same question of Tanya Terry, the police chief, that I did of then Chief Bailey. If asked to support federal officials in immigration operations, will the IMPD do it, yes or no? Because the people have spoken, and they want it. They favor the removal of illegal immigrants. They favor it. The polling shows it. You don't believe the polling? What can I do to help you with that? Well, Tony, you're the guy who says never believe just one poll. It's not just one poll. And we can get into that conversation when we talk about voter ID. Foreshadowing, I'll get to that in a few minutes. How many more ways, Democrats, are you going to be wrong? How many more times are you going to scream about ICE being murderers, as Ryan Mears did disgustingly, and be wrong? You think their tactics should change? Well, that's a legit conversation. We can have a conversation about tactics. They're now going to wear body cameras, which I'm absolutely in favor of. I think that's great because it's going to embarrass a lot of people. And if it shows ICE agents acting improperly, good, let's get them off the streets. But you've lost the larger conversation. You think that this is a winner. You get 16-year-olds to go out there and protest in the streets as if that changes any policy anywhere. All it does is radicalize 16-year-olds, which, of course, is your desire. But it doesn't change the reality of grown-ups. It doesn't change the reality of people who came to this country legally who are disgusted by people who come illegally and get all these things handed to them. And you think you're on the side of good. You also thought you were on the side of good when you said a 12-year-old can have their gender changed and 15-year-olds can have their breasts removed because they think they're a boy. How disgusting do you have to be before you say, hey, I'm being really disgusting here. Maybe I should stop. How long, Democrats, do you have to be so gross and so horrifying until you say, okay, all right, that's enough. That's enough. We'll just stick with abortion until the moment of birth, right? That's just how gross we'll be. You've been wrong on everything. Everything. Your entire methodology is Trump hate, and that's the only way you've been able to win any elections whatsoever. But here in Indiana, you don't win statewide elections. And now you say, hey, here's Evan Bayh to make it all better. You're going up against Diego Morales. Congratulations. Unless, of course, Republicans get their head out of wherever their head is and at the convention, and the delegates realize that maybe they could do better than Diego Morales. You supported gender-affirming care, which was a lie. It was allowing people to abuse children, and you yelled at others, saying that if you don't allow children to do this, these children will commit suicide. Another lie. And then you scream about ICE being murderers, and you don't discuss the violent actions and the organized, funded actions of the anti-American zealots, these militias as I call them, attacking ICE agents, attacking law enforcement, and you smile. I don't know how many more ways you can be wrong. You don't deserve to win any elections. And you deserve to have this reminded to you every day. You favored abusing children, and you favor abusing the citizen. Democrats in Indiana are constantly wrong, and the data shows it. We were right. I think we should keep saying so. Matt Baer has traffic on the 5s.
Southside crash, westbound 465 before Arlington Avenue, and no delay at the moment. Southside, northbound 65 slow from Raymond Street up to the South Split Head. Slow coming out of the north split on northbound 65 to West Street. Inbound 69 looks pretty good, Fishers. Coming out State Road 37 to 465, 4-minute trip. Traffic sponsored by the Suburban Indy Home and Garden Outdoor Living Show. The Suburban Indy Home and Outdoor Living Show returns to Grand Park February 6th through the 8th, featuring over 200 amazing exhibitors. Tickets are just $7 at suburbanindyshows.com. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
This is Chuck Lofton, here to talk to you about my friends at Exercise Inc. Exercise Inc. is the 20-minute, once-a-week workout program that will change your life. My wife Mary and I have been clients for 6 years. The program has worked well with my busy schedule. I was getting cardio, but I started the program because I understood the importance of strength training to overall health. It's helped me with managing my blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. The biggest help? My sluggish feeling was replaced with much-needed energy. It's designed to help clients get stronger in a shorter period of time. The studios are private, just you and your coach working to reach your goals. Exercise Inc. has 5 locations: Avon, Brownsburg, Greenwood, Zionsville, and now Fishers. So take it from me, Chuck Lofton. Improve the forecast for your health. Go to exerciseinc.com today to request a free consultation.
Hey, what's going on? It's Hammer from the Hammer and Nigel show. And I'm not going to lie to you. I needed help. I got a bald spot in the back of my head, and it's embarrassing. I see it when I'm on television. I see it when I'm on the YouTube channel. So I decided to reach out for help. And my friends at We Grow Hair Indy decided to help me out here. These guys are the absolute best. I was a little leery about it. I could not have a procedure that, 1, hurt, or 2, left me looking like I'd been scalped. But after I talked with Darren and the entire team at We Grow Hair Indy, they told me their state-of-the-art technology, the progress made in hair growth, it's going to be okay. If I can do this, you guys can do this. Contact the team at We Grow Hair Indy, 317-522-2995. That's 522-2995. Get that free evaluation. It's free. You can also go online to WeGrowHairIndy.com. Contact them today and do this with me. WeGrowHairIndy.com.
Hi, I'm Lexi, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where we're all about you. Your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. We'll take total care of you. First, come browse all the beautiful settings in our cases. Take your time and try on as many as you want. You'll know when you put your ring on. Your heart will skip a beat. Now, onto your center stone. We can look at different diamond shapes and sizes until we find the perfect match. Come visit us in store, because a friend wants you to get exactly what you want. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Jeff Saturday for Indiana Unclaimed.
Listen up. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Indiana Unclaimed might have found some of your money. And if you're like me, you had no idea. But I went and checked for my name on IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Look, I found a Hall of Fame quarterback on that list and the foundation of a former punter. The state of Indiana is reuniting folks with $1 million per week. Your name may be on that list too. Go find it at IndianaUnclaimed.gov.
It's day 4 of the partial government shutdown.
93 WIBC.
Trump decided to get involved. Shutdown should be over some point later today.
What happens next?
This is a funding package right now, and I don't think we need to be playing games with government funding.
Happens here.
Every federal law enforcement officer in the field are being given body cameras.
A number of customers say their bills suddenly doubled or even tripled.
Hear the news.
Snow is expected from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
On air, online, and on Alexa.
Coming up in 2 minutes, why police raided a home in Speedway and what neighbors saw, why lawmakers want changes to the Amber Alert system, how a Hoosier restaurant says they're being affected by a water main break, and what happened last night in Los Angeles with the IU basketball team. after Fox News. From the Dugan Air Heating Cooling Mitsubishi Electric Studios, 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis, it's 7 o'clock.
Is Nancy Guthrie being held for ransom? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That is now a big part of the investigation, searching for the mother of the Today Show host, Savannah Guthrie, missing since Saturday night.
We do believe that Nancy was taken from her home against her will, and that's where we're at.
Pima County, Arizona Sheriff Chris Nano says evidence suggests the 84-year-old may have been harmed.
TMZ and a handful of local news stations say that they have received what they are calling ransom notes, and they received those via email. The note, they say, demanded millions in cryptocurrency for the safe return of Nancy Guthrie by a stated deadline. They report the note contained specific information about the crime scene and Nancy that is not known to the public.
Fox's Alicia Acuna outside the home in Tucson. It's sentencing day for the man convicted in the second Trump assassination attempt.
Ryan Ruth was convicted in September of planning to kill Donald Trump at his golf club in West Palm Beach, Florida on September 15th, 2024. He represented himself at trial and tried to stab himself in the neck with a pen in court when he was found guilty. Prosecutors say Ruth spent weeks planning the assassination attempt, aiming a rifle through shrubbery. A Secret Service agent spotted Ruth before Trump came into view. The agent fired shots. Ruth ran and was caught.
Fox's Chris Foster. Ruth could get life in prison. President Trump says the talks are still on with Iran Friday with his special envoy Steve Witkoff trying to rein in Iran's nuclear program, despite the added tension of the U.S. shooting down an Iranian drone near an American Navy ship.
They are negotiating. They'd like to do something, and we'll see if something is going to be done.
He has threatened to take action like last year when the U.S. joined Israel attacking Iran's nuclear facilities. The partial government shutdown's over after the president signed the funding bill Congress approved that only gives Homeland Security 2 weeks' worth as Democrats demand immigration enforcement reform. Here's Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
We expect to present to the Republicans a very serious, detailed proposal very shortly.
This follows the angry anti-ICE protests in Minneapolis following recent deadly shootings. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What brought several police agencies to a Speedway home last night? You have a clear radar in downtown Indianapolis where it's 17 degrees. We're going up to 25 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. Police say a confrontation between two men at the Avon Walmart yesterday ended with one of them pointing a gun at the other's head. That led police to raid a home along North Lyndhurst Drive, right next to where this woman lives.
It was Avon Police, IMPD, the sheriffs. I don't know if it was Hendricks or Marion County, state police and everything like that.
And Janet Kreider says they stayed there all day long. How many guns are in the back of that truck?
I didn't count them, but there you can see that whole blue thing is full. Plus they had banker boxes that I think were full of miscellaneous guns. And there's ammunition in there, too. I've heard there's over 1,000 guns in there.
And police say they made at least one arrest. The really cold weather over the past few weeks is causing problems for local businesses in Speedway. Water main breaks keep popping up, and some shops say they're struggling to stay open. Founders Grounds Coffee Company stayed open Tuesday but had to use bottled water and bagged ice, which meant no hot drinks for customers. Citizens Energy Group says dozens of water main breaks have hit Speedway in the past couple of weeks, most of them because of the freezing temperatures. The killing of Haley Busby of Fishers is causing political leaders to consider the next appropriate steps. A Change.org petition has brought up a pink alert, which would be sent out statewide for dangerous or unusual disappearances that meet certain criteria but doesn't fit the Amber Alert system or Silver Alert requirements. Representative Chris Jeter of Fishers tells Wish TV that he wonders if it's time to take a look at the Amber Alert requirements.
You know, we know in this case that very early on, law enforcement officials had received information that led them to a suspect fairly quickly, and so I think that in that instance we should be able to bypass some of those rigid rules and get the Amber Alert out a lot quicker.
Indiana Governor Mike Braun says Busby's killing should raise serious questions about how to better protect kids in the digital age. Improving efficiency and modernizing local government is the goal of a bill getting approval at the State House. Here's John Herrick.
That bill was written by Republican State Representative Elena Schonkweiler of Noblesville. Schonkweiler says this is long overdue.
This legislation reorganizes townships where it makes sense for the taxpayer while protecting essential services.
She says it addresses duplicate layers of government by consolidating townships if they serve less than 6,700 people, do not operate a fire department, and if their total annual employee salaries are more than twice the amount of public assistance that they distribute. It passed the House, and now it's on to the Senate. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indiana Pacers were tuned up by the Utah Jazz last night, 131-122. Head coach Rick Carlisle.
A lot of it was turnovers, probably poor decisions. Haven't looked at any of it yet, but it's great experience for the young players. First half, I thought we did some really good things. Second half, again, the turnovers I thought were, the big problem.
And the Pacers play Milwaukee on the road Friday. And IU lost to USC last night, ending their 3-game winning streak, 81-75. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. What's shaking, Matt Bear?
Right at South Side, crash westbound 465 before Arlington Avenue. Traffic is loaded back to Southeastern Avenue. South Side, northbound 65 slow. Raymond into the south split because of construction. Westbound 70 slow after Rural through the north split out to Meridian Street. Traffic sponsored by Discover. Do you know what's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide? If you guessed Discover, you guessed right. Based on February 2024 Nielsen report. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. We've got temps in the teens in some spots, so colder air is here. Mostly cloudy conditions today, a few peaks of sun. We'll only see high temperatures right around the lower 20s. We'll fall into the lower teens tonight with some clouds around. And then on Thursday, much of the day will be dry, but some light snow chances late Thursday evening into early Friday morning. On Thursday, we'll get up to 26. On Friday, near 38. And we do have a pattern flip for next week. It looks like temperatures will be near normal, maybe even above normal for next week.
I don't believe you.
Now, why wouldn't you believe me?
Because I think you have been shown to be a liar.
Are you going to believe it when you see it?
Oh, I only believe it. I am very Ronald Reagan, trust but verify. That is correct. That is accurate. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what people are saying. You say, Tony, that Tara Hastings will be there for Trump 1 year and 1 month later, February 28th at the Hyatt Regency, downtown Indianapolis. But can I believe you? First of all, it's me. You can always believe me. And secondly, you got to be there. You got to verify it by being there.
Right.
Tickets.TonyKatz.com, WIBC.com. You need to be there. Trump 1 year and 1 month later. We had to delay because of the weather, and we have, and now you can be a part of it. Now you can get your tickets. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. And when you see Tara, you'll be able to see her in real time say things like,
"What a meanie pants."
That's right.
Yep. Stop it.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets.TonyKatz.com, WIBC.com to get your tickets. Premier Arms, PA Jewelers, Chimney Solutions, Indiana, and of course, DefianceBeef.com. And she will be there. Get your red tie going. It's going to be great. Cannot wait to see you, Tara.
I know. It's going to be a blast.
It is going to be a blast. It's going to be a good time.
All the bourbon. I can't wait for the bourbon. Yeah.
So much bourbon.
Mm.
In moderation, please.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course, yeah.
And the food and the live music. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. I'm telling you, it's going to be an incredible night. You are going to want this. You're going to be like, that was the greatest night of my life ever spent in February.
You're selling it right now.
I know. So there it is. Tickets.TonyKatz.com, WIBC.com. Tara, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Honestly, you'll also hear things like...
Gobble, 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 gobble.
And?
Pump the brakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the greatest hits will be there. Saturday, February 28th. Get your tickets.
Lickety split.
That's right. That's fantastic.
Wow. I just said all these things. Huh. Yes.
Yes, you did.
Oh, boy.
The laugh wasn't
All right.
bad, producer Carl. The laugh wasn't bad.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, excellent work.
Of course you did. Thank you,
Tara
Carl.
Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist.
That is correct. Wow. Nailed it.
I'll catch you in a bit, Tara. Thank you. Go to work. Right now we've got 13 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:10. Rich Nye with the reporting from WTHR. Where Ryan Mears, your prosecutor, is at an event speaking out quite aggressively against immigrations and customs enforcement.
About if ICE comes here, if ICE does certain things, we need to make sure that we're all on the same page about what the expectation of the police department is, what the expectation of the prosecutor's office is, so that we have not only the moral authority, but the community support to do what we think is right under the circumstances.
This whole idea of community support, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. If ICE is engaged in activities here, removing illegal immigrants from the streets of Indianapolis or Marion County, let them do their job. And don't for a second support anybody who believes in violating the law or attacking ICE agents or law enforcement. Not for a second. That's what we expect. The protesters that you see, the children walking around the circle, they are not the ones who get to make this call. Yet somehow, Ryan Mears, those are the people you seem to want to be beholden to and want to support. Now, is this true of the new police chief?
Which means we could be prosecuting federal officials.
The prosecutor made it clear that he sees ICE agents violating people's constitutional rights, and he doesn't want to see that in Marion County.
New Indianapolis Police Chief Tanya Terry says her officers will protect people's right to protest and for due process.
Ensuring that our community understands that our police department is here to serve every member of our community, regardless of their immigration status, background, or anything else.
Well, the problem there, Chief, and certainly people have the right to protest and they should be allowed to protest and nobody should be bothering a protester. When the violence occurs, those people need to be arrested with force. But your job is to protect people who have broken the law? Chief, that's an odd argument to make for day 2 on the job. It's not your job to protect people who have broken the law. Far from that. I'm happy to discuss it with you anytime. And again, I'd love an answer to the question. Considering the executive orders from Governor Mike Braun, if asked to assist ICE in the removal of illegal immigrants, in the removal of anybody, if asked to assist ICE, will IMPD be there to assist? As for the prosecutor, well, he said something else. This again, Rich Nye over there at WTHR reporting, wanting community support to defeat ICE tactics that he says violates constitutional rights. He was making these comments at the Interdenominational Ministerial Alliance of Indianapolis Monthly Breakfast, and here's part of what Ryan Mears said.
Tactics that they see across the country and how that could be or may be happening in Indianapolis. Featured on the panel discussion was Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears, and he made it quite clear that he feels that ICE agents are violating the constitutional rights of people they are interacting with.
It's hard when we see a Department of Justice which routinely defies federal court orders. It's hard when we see ICE agents out in our streets routinely violate the constitutional rights of citizens. And when 2 people were murdered in the middle of the street, the Department of Justice's response initially was to investigate the victims rather than the people who pulled the trigger.
That's a disgusting human being. You're a disgusting man, Ryan Mears, and a liar. My name is Tony Katz, and I'm calling you a liar. 2 people weren't murdered. That's not what happened. If you're not willing to talk about what Alex Preddy did in instigating, Alex Preddy known to be interfering, if you're not willing to talk about Renee Good blocking traffic, if you're not willing to talk about her not getting out of her car and listening to ICE agents, if you're not willing to talk about her backing up her vehicle and then driving forward and actually striking an ICE agent, it can't be denied. You could argue that they weren't good shoots. You can argue that there should be investigations. Murderers engaged in murder, that's disgusting. It is you, Ryan Mears, Democrat, pushing more people to physically fight against ICE. Your support of the illegal immigrant, seemingly, Ryan Mears, knows no bounds. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Republicans aren't going to run anybody against this guy? I have no faith that Indianapolis is actually going to do the job to try and keep the citizens of Indianapolis safe. And nothing from the prosecutor or the police chief takes me away from my thoughts. As a matter of fact, it solidifies them. We're about to enter some very dangerous times. Matt Baer has traffic on the 5. What's up?
Southside crash, westbound 465 approaching Arlington Avenue, and this has us backed up to I-74. Southside northbound 65 stop and go from Raymond up to the south split is a construction zone. Inbound 69 slowing down from 106th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by the Suburban Indie Home and Garden Outdoor Living Show. The Suburban Indie Home and Outdoor Living Show returns to Grand Park February 6th through the 8th, featuring over 200 amazing exhibitors. Tickets are just $7 at SuburbanIndieShows.com. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 13 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
Laura McNally, Director of Outreach for Cultivate Food Rescue, appreciates Applied Innovation's approach to her nonprofit.
Applied Innovation has been a great partner in helping us find the best resource available for our budget.
You refer to Applied Innovation as a partner, not just a vendor.
Because they aren't just trying to sell us something. They're really trying to understand what our needs are, and they appreciate that we're a nonprofit and are doing good in the community, and they want to help accentuate that, not just take our money and move on. It's not just about a sale.
Applied Innovation's culture has always supported nonprofits.
They really do support nonprofits. They allow their employees on the clock to come and volunteer. If it's not with Cultivate, they can choose their own organizations to volunteer with.
Nonprofit or for-profit, Applied Innovation has office technology from a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit AppliedInnovation.com. Applied Innovation, fast, friendly, amazing.
You still thinking job change in the new year? Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy. IT? Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI. That's what I did. Really? How? Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up. Sweet. Are classes online or on campus? Both. Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits. Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday. Let's do this Monday. ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
February is the month of love, so maybe it's time to show your carpet a little attention. Your carpet is the biggest air filter in your home, and if it hasn't been professionally cleaned, you're breathing dirt, dust, and winter buildup every single day. That's why I call Zero Res. No soaps, no residue, just a deeper clean that keeps your home fresher longer. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet cleaning starting at $119 plus $75 off air duct cleaning. Book online at zeroresindy.com. Ask for the WIBC special.
This hour is powered by Pierce Jewelers, Carmel's Valentine's Gift Headquarters.
Bring on the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher. Booher, BooherRemodeling.com. If it's inside your 4 walls, yeah, you call Booher, and they take care of the rest. Wait, if it's inside your 4 walls, Booher is the one to call. I invented that tagline. I should get some royalties. Actually, you should get a new kitchen, or a new master bath, or a new basement, or maybe you don't need it new, right? That's the part that freaks you out. Like, I don't need it new. I just need this to work better. Yeah, you call Booher for that. Booher, BooherRemodeling.com. That's what you do. They stand behind everything. They stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude. But the key is the 5-step design process. From that initial consultation, that free consultation, they're listening to you, figuring out what it is you're really trying to get done, and then helping you imagine it in ways you never imagined it before, giving you exactly what you've been thinking of, that style, that sophistication, that utility, because it's your kitchen. You need it to work for you. It's not just a showroom. You actually cook. You do things. The family hangs out there. It gets messy. How do I make it a place that's easier to clean? How can I put everything away better? How can I have more spots for the weird stuff that I have? Yeah, Booher's been there. They can help make that happen. So talk to Booher Remodeling today about your better kitchen. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Booher. Booher. BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn because there is more. As we have been discussing, Indiana Democrats have been wrong on lots and lots and lots and lots of things. They were wrong when any member of their party supported the nonsense lie of gender-affirming care, which was a violent thing to do, and engaged and supported violence against children. Disgusting and wrong. They were wrong when they said ICE is evil and terrible and awful, or if you want to quote people running for office in California, saying things like this.
Mayor Garosa, your message to immigrant communities in California.
I've never in my life seen ICE agents dressed from head to toe, all covered up like the Ku Klux Klan.
Well, if anybody would understand the KKK, it's a Democrat. Too soon? No? Yeah, can I get a ruling? You're fine? It's good like that? Okay, just making sure. They were wrong about that too. Polling shows that they want to see people here illegally off the streets. They want to see criminals certainly gone. A tactic conversation is different than the conversation about ICE and Toto. But where else were they wrong? Well, as we are now seeing everywhere, they were wrong about voter ID. Voter ID is wildly popular. The SAVE Act is about making this happen, and we should vote the SAVE Act. We should vote this in, and it should happen immediately. And people like Chuck Schumer who say, well, this is just Jim Crow 2.0, he has to be called a liar and a fraud to his face. He needs to be by a member of the Senate confronted, nose to nose. You cannot allow these people to get away with these things, and you cannot somehow think you can rise above the din and adjust your Republican tie and be all prim and proper. This is about whether or not we have a nation. Voter ID is about reducing the opportunities for fraud. That's what it's about. That's exactly what it's about. If you don't have voter ID, you increase the opportunities for fraud. And anybody who favors increasing the opportunities for fraud is not someone not serious about safeguarding elections. End of list. So we should require an ID to vote. And the people who scream that it's racist, these are people who hate black people and brown people and think black people and brown people are dumb. That's what Democrats say. Well, you can't require somebody who's black to get an ID? That's racist. You think someone who's black can't get an ID? You're telling me that black people are dumb and I want no part of you. You're not welcome on this show. You're not welcome in my life. Goodbye. I don't know why Democrats say this about people who are black and brown. You can't get an ID? It's too ridiculous for words. They should be embarrassed. They should be ashamed of themselves. And when you ask the people, well, the data shows what the data shows. 71% of Democrats, 95% of Republicans support voter ID. And as Harry Enton from CNN explains, it goes even further.
Take a look here. Favor photo ID to vote. 85% of white people favor it. 82% of Latino. 76% of black Americans favor it. So the bottom line is this. Voter ID is not controversial in this country. A photo ID to vote is not controversial in this country. It is not controversial by party, and it is not controversial by race. The vast majority of Americans agree with Nicki Minaj that, in fact, you should have a photo ID to be able to vote.
Now, I don't know if I agree with Nicki Minaj on everything, but I certainly know that the Democrats are wrong on this, and they're liars on this, and we need to just simply walk right by them. They're just wrong. Now, you say to me, Tony, why are you calling Democrats liars? It's 75% agree with voter ID. You're right. I should be better in how I describe this. The elected leaders of the Democratic Party and those who run the Indiana Democratic Party pushing any idea that voter ID is Jim Crow, those people, liars and frauds. Let's get the SAVE Act voted for. Let's get this done. Matt Bear has got traffic on the fives. What's up, Matthew?
Inbound 69 stop and go traffic, 106th Street down to 465. Crash clear on the southeast side, westbound 465 shy of Arlington, still slow back to Brookville Road. On the south side, northbound 65 stop and go from Keystone Avenue into the south split. That is construction. Traffic sponsored by the Suburban Indy Home and Garden Outdoor Living Show. The Suburban Indy Home and Outdoor Living Show returns to Grand Park February 6th through the 8th, featuring over 200 amazing exhibitors. Tickets are just $7 at SuburbanIndyShows.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel Show back at it this afternoon. The biggest stories in Indy. Tony Kennett will join us, and I'm sure at some point we'll make Allison uncomfortable and she'll go to HR. Tune in.
Do you have an IRA, 401k, 403b, or TSP? Rather than ride the Wall Street roller coaster, you could get a 20% upfront bonus and an annual return that's averaged nearly 10% for the last 10 years. Hey, it's Hammer and Nigel. Let's say that again. You get an upfront 20% bonus on your money with Bill Demery, your retirement guy here in Indy.
So if you invest $250,000, you get a $50,000 upfront bonus. You'll also get an annual return that's averaged nearly 10% for the last 10 years. Plus, your money is backed by one of the largest insurance companies in the world. Learn more from the retirement guy that we trust, Bill Demery, here in Indy, 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120 or visit yourretirementguy.com.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling will pay you cash for your scrap metal. Raised Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling may seem familiar to you, and that's because they are. They're trusted local family-owned businesses going back 3 generations in Indy with their familiar orange logo and a name you know. But you may not know they'll pay you cash for your scrap metal. Cash is king. Your scrap aluminum, steel, copper, and brass will get you cash from Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Just drop it off and you'll put cash in your pocket. Raised Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Local names you can trust with 2 locations.
Farnsworth Metal. recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Get cash for your scrap. Get started at farnsworthmetals.com.
February is when excuses disappear and effort has to show up every night.
It's been a rough couple weeks for us, but this group will keep fighting, keep learning, and get back on track.
The Big Ten is stacked, and postseason hopes are at stake.
Confidence is one of those things, like you drop a couple, and then you got to figure out a way to put it away fast. There's another one coming right in front of you.
IU meets Wisconsin, Saturday at noon on the home of the Hoosiers, 93 WIBC.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. We all love Made in the USA, but how about our Hoosiers? For a limited time, save on everything made in Indiana during the Hoosier Hurricane Sale. Lowest price guaranteed on Indiana-made Smith Brothers of Bern, Hollywood Outdoor, and mattresses by Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. Hurry! The Made in Indiana sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Are you still thinking about what to get her this Valentine's Day? Make that moment last forever and surprise her with a gift from Pierce Jewelers. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Hammer and Nigel show back at it this afternoon. The biggest stories in Indy. Tony Kennett will join us, and I'm sure at some point we'll make Allison uncomfortable and she'll go to HR. Tune in.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
He'll learn his sentence after trying to kill a political figure. You have a clear radar in downtown Indianapolis where it's down to 13 degrees. We're going up to 25 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. Sentencing is today for the man convicted of trying to kill then presidential candidate Donald Trump.
Ryan Ruth was convicted in September of planning to kill Donald Trump at his golf club in West Palm Beach, Florida on September 15, 2024. He represented himself at trial and tried to stab himself in the neck with a pen in court when he was found guilty. Prosecutors say Ruth spent weeks planning the assassination attempt, aiming a rifle through shrubbery. A Secret Service agent spotted Ruth before Trump came into view. The agent fired shots. Ruth ran and was caught. His scheduled sentencing in December was delayed when he decided to use an attorney for the sentencing phase. That attorney is asking the federal judge in Fort Pierce, Florida, for a sentence of 27 years. Prosecutors want life.
Fox's Chris Foster reporting. Attorneys for Tyler Robinson, the man charged with killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk, were back in court Tuesday arguing Utah prosecutors should be removed from the case because one prosecutor's daughter attended the Utah Valley University rally when the shooting happened. On the stand, Utah County Attorney Jeff Gray said that connection had no impact on his decision to charge.
It had no effect whatsoever. I mean, quite frankly, as I think I testified earlier, I didn't even give it a second thought after I was told about that.
And Ray said that he sat with his colleague who saw a group text from one of the people at the rally saying Charlie got shot. His defense wants the state attorney general to take over the case. People are looking for Savannah Guthrie's mother who went missing on Sunday. There's more than 100 cops in Arizona doing that right now. The 84-year-old was taken from her home by force, say police. There have been ransom notes sent to TMZ and other media outlets in Tucson, but the sheriff there isn't saying much else. The ex-husband of former First Lady Jill Biden has been charged with killing his wife in Delaware. William Stevenson was arrested Monday after Linda Stevenson was found unresponsive at their home in December. Police had been called for a domestic disturbance, and she was later pronounced dead. Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos was on Capitol Hill Tuesday while the company and Paramount Skydance try to compete over a possible purchase of Warner Brothers.
So this is not a typical media merger where you end up with what's called the Noah's Ark problem, two of everything. We're buying a company that has assets that we do not, and we will keep investing in Warner Brothers. We will preserve one of the 5 major studios in Hollywood.
And correction on his name, it's Sarandos. The deal could affect what shows up on your screen and what you pay as Netflix and Paramount Skydance compete for that purchase. Sarandos told senators the service already offers programming for viewers across all political spectrums. Pat Knight, the son of IU coaching legend Bobby Knight, has resigned as the head coach of Marian University men's basketball team.
Oh, my God, I felt relief when I said what I did and walked out the door. When you can tell people what you think and quit on your own terms, it's unbelievable.
Appearing on Query and Company on 93.5 and 107.5, The Fan, Knight says he is going to try to get in the NBA to be a scout. And sports on WIBC, Quentin Jackson scored 24 points off the bench for the Pacers, but Indiana still fell 131 to 122 to the Utah Jazz last night. 5 players, including All-Star Pascal Siakam, sat out. Jackson got plenty of time to show what he can do.
You know, you never want to take an opportunity for granted. You know, when we're able to come out here and kind of be ourselves in a sense, you know, you're not really deferring to anybody or, you know, taking a back seat to a star player. This is your time. You show what you can do. I'm not saying you need to do too much, but, you know, your confidence can be a little bit higher.
And one of the players who set up, Ben Mathurin, he's been mentioned in a potential trades as the NBA trade deadline is tomorrow. The Pacers play Milwaukee Friday. IU lost to USC last night, 81-75. Head coach Darren DeVries said fatigue might have played a role with all but one player reaching double figures.
So guys, they continue to battle, you know, trying to find, you know, ways to get it going. And, you know, a few different times they got down and came back, you know, kept fighting, and, you know, had that one last push there at the end, just couldn't come up with it.
And IU plays Wisconsin on Saturday. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:35, traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matt Bear?
Yeah, Ryan, looking at the southeast side, crash. Southbound 465 approaching 74. Left lane is closed and traffic slow past Brookville Road. A delay of 3 minutes. After that, still grinding. Westbound 74 stop and go traffic down to Arlington Avenue. South side northbound 65 7-minute delay Keystone Avenue into the south split. Inbound 69 delayed 9 minutes from 116th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by the Suburban Indie Home and Garden Outdoor Living Show. The Suburban Indie Home and Outdoor Living Show returns to Grand Park February 6th through the 8th, featuring over 200 amazing exhibitors. Tickets are just $7 at suburbanindieshows.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Would you like to know the weather? I can tell you the weather. It's 13 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
From his frozen headquarters in Cambridge, George Washington studied a map of Boston and saw the moment he'd been waiting for.
WIBC celebrates the spirit of 76. Brought to you by the WIBC Daily Newsletter.
February 4th, 1776. Washington finalized plans to seize Dorchester Heights, overlooking Boston Harbor. For months, his army had waited, short on powder and weapons. Now, cannons seized from Fort Ticonderoga weeks earlier were nearly in place. The move would be sudden and decisive. In winter darkness, a commander once trapped began shaping the Revolution's first major victory.
The spirit of 76. History remembered. Freedom celebrated. Have the latest headlines and show content delivered to your inbox daily. Sign up at WIBC.com.
Whenever I'm out wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, Mid-Century makes it better. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. During downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show, I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff, all sorts of stuff is on the Marketplace. The Marketplace segment brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and get your cash. It belongs to you. It's waiting for you. Text my name, Tony, to 46220 to get started. 46220. Text my name, Tony, or go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Matt Bear, what would you say is your aesthetic? What kind of style do you like?
I have a little steampunk and I have a little Southwest in my apartment.
Steampunk and Southwest.
Yes. It's a small apartment, so I can't like go room by room like I like to. It's just all like clumped up into one organized mess, everywhere.
Okay. Honestly, I don't know if I would have seen the Southwest thing.
Oh, I love Southwest cover. The light blue and the pink. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Okay.
Awesome color palette.
How do you feel about the mid-century modern?
Not big on it. It's okay. I think it's a little pretentious, but whatever. Me saying it's pretentious is pretentious.
You think mid-century modern is pretentious?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry. That's just how I feel.
Wow. Well,
just how I feel.
I think you suck.
That's not nice. It's just my opinion.
Yeah, well, I'll give you what's not nice. I'm a huge fan of mid-century.
Oh.
Love the mid-century. And there is some incredible mid-century architecture in Indianapolis and central Indiana. Really, truly incredible stuff. And there are groups, there are Facebook groups about mid-century modern. Spectacular. And these are a set of 3 canisters. They are orange, and they are in the mid-century look. So, are you somebody who has, the pasta in a canister and the coffee in a canister and some cereal in a canister right there on the kitchen counter?
Well, sort of. I have the coffee in the coffee bag, and then I put everything in the box, and that's pretty much it. I don't
where do you
organize
keep your
it. Yeah. Oh, well, in the box, in the packet, until it's time to, get it out, make the spread, the smorgasbord, the big thing,
Right.
the charcuterie.
7 bowls of oatmeal before bed.
Yeah. Well, it was 8 last night. Thank you very much. I was locked
There's
in.
no way that's true.
It is
we
very
need a
true.
photo of the bowl of oatmeal.
I mean, there's 7 of them. Thank you, Carl.
A different bowl.
Yeah. That was really well done.
We need a photo of the bowl of oatmeal.
Which bowl, Tony?
No. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Now I understand. We need the before photo.
Oh, yeah. There you go. It's to dress pink or red.
So you keep it in the packet, but these are like the canisters you can keep out, and they're orange lids, and then it has an oval in the middle that's clear plastic, so you can see what is in it. They're fantastic.
They look dangerous.
They're fantastic, and you can get this set of 3 for $30.
No, I don't want these. They look like something you fire out of a howitzer. It's just, they
Right.
look like canisters. They're a lovely shade of orange. You can put anything in them. You can put, like you said, your coffee, your flour, your weed, anything you have around the house. You can just dump it in there and it'll preserve it for life. I don't know if any of that's true, preserving for life, but $30 or better. That's disposable income right there, Tony.
Don't forget, Matt Bear hosts the Supporting Sobriety podcast.
Hey,
with Ryan Hedrick.
Just because I can doesn't mean other people can, Hey!
Sometimes it's hard to know how to play this game. It really is.
My apologies to everybody.
By the way, Supporting Sobriety with Matt Bear and Ryan Hedrick. You should give it a listen for you or anybody dealing with addiction. Go give that a listen. I think these are awesome. And I think $30 is a deal until somebody sends me where you find these on Amazon for $12.
Would you put your would you put your cigars in these?
No, it's not a humidor.
Oh, okay. Would you stuff a brisket?
I
in
have something like this where. Can I grab it?
Ooh, see you on the YouTube cam.
Oh, I'm getting up.
Oh, what? That hasn't happened in years.
Stuck.
You're stuck getting up.
I've never gotten up before on air.
Are you going to leave the house?
On the live stream. I've never actually gotten out of the chair before. So I do have, I'm getting stuck. I'm all confused.
This is remarkable. On so many levels.
This is a canister right here that you can put cigars in. And so they sell canisters like that. If you're watching the live stream, this is actually the Davidoff 50th anniversary humidor right here. So yeah, you can do it, but you can't. It's got to be right? It's got to have the right accoutrements. You can't just use any old canister.
It has to be the right temperature, Tony.
No, well, right humidity, right temperature,
yes,
absorption of moisture, all those kinds of things.
Then you'll get a good smoke.
Right?
Yeah, good strong smoke.
That is true about all things, by the way.
You get the flavor, the cigar flavor.
By the way, for anybody watching the live stream, of course I wear pants.
That's the first question.
I was worried, Tony, when you got up.
Yeah.
I am fully... People who are not fully dressed when they do radio or television are animals. Animals!
You're doing the thing Robert De Niro in Casino. Whenever he stands up, he puts on his pants because he doesn't want to ruin his pants. I get that. I totally get it.
Pants, of course. Get the canisters. They're very cool. I like those a lot. You'll find those from the marketplace over there at WIBC.com. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. It's an all-new date, but it's the same great bourbon. Saturday, February 28th. Join me for Trump 1 year and 1 month later at the Hyatt Regency in downtown Indianapolis. The snow caused us to postpone, but it couldn't stop us. February 28th, downtown Indianapolis, the Hyatt Regency. Trump 1 year and 1 month later. The bourbon, the food, the live music, the red tie, and you. I'll have the full breakdown of how we win the midterms and more. Get your tickets. Go to WIBC.com. Trump 1 year and 1 month later at WIBC.com. Of course I'm wearing pants. People are actually surprised. Wait till the day I'm not. Huh?
Yeah?
Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s.
All right, looking at this southeast side crash, westbound 465 approaching 74, left lane block, traffic stop and go back to Washington Street for a 7-minute delay. South side northbound 65 stop and go after Southport Road to 465 to get after Keystone Avenue into the south split. Inbound 69 delay 12 minutes, making your way 116th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by the Suburban Indy Home and Garden Outdoor Living Show. The Suburban Indy Home and Outdoor Living Show returns to Grand Park February 6th through the 8th, featuring over 200 amazing exhibitors. Tickets are just $7 at suburbanindyshows.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 13 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time right now is 7:46.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hi, I'm Brian, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, and we've partnered with Cupid to bring you the best Valentine's Day gifts, even if you forgot. We won't tell. From heart necklaces with sparkling diamonds to stylish gold hoops, every piece is made with love. Plus, there's still time to propose. We make it easy to create their dream engagement ring. We have meaningful gifts for every budget. It'll look like you've been planning this for months. Come see us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Devour Indy is on. Denny Smith here, and if you love cooking or eating as much as I do, you know great food means nonstop grease and other gross stuff in your drains. LD Smith Plumbing and Drains is a professional plumbing company without the drain gimmicks. They know the demands of kitchens, commercial or residential, and they'll keep your lines flowing. Call the experts at LD Smith Plumbing and Drains, 317-927-7186, ldsmithplumbing.com.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking honest. Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577. Service today.
Hey, listen, are you a 50-year-old person looking for term life insurance? Then you need to talk to Bob. Bob specializes in helping people find $1 million or more of term life insurance for a couple of $100 a month. Look, you need to know there's a price war in the term life insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call Bob, and he'll shop and see how much money he can save you. Look, this could be the last term life insurance policy you ever have. Your rates are guaranteed for the next 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rates for the next 20 years. And if you're a smoker or your health is not perfect, Bob has great rates for you too. So for $1 million of term life insurance coverage for a couple of $100 a month, call Bob right now. 800-890-5075. 800-890-5075. 800-890-5075. That's 800-890-5075. Paid for by Term Direct.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT. Kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Score unbeatable deals and get matched with the perfect bed. They make sleep easy.
Join WIBC February 28th at the Hyatt Regency at 6 p.m. for a night of flair and reflection with Tony Katz. VIP and general admission tickets are on sale now. Act fast. Get all the details at WIBC.com. Brought to you by Defiance Beef Company, Chimney Solutions, and Premier Arms.
Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Join me February 28th. The bourbon, the food, the laughs, the look at the last year and 1 month, and how the midterms are winnable if Republicans are willing to work. I have got it all together. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. It's going to be an incredible night. I want you there. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Go to WIBC.com and get your tickets. It's going to be great. We had to delay because of the winter storms. It's happening, and I want to see you there. February 28th, Trump 1 year and 1 month later, and how it all leads to midterm victory. I have got it. It's going to be an incredible night. A lot of laughs. You're going to love it. I had some other political stuff that I wanted to get to, but this Savannah Guthrie story is insane. I mean, I should also say, because there are things that I don't engage on the air, mainly because I know when I don't have the capacity to do something. I know when it's more than I can handle. When we were covering the Jared Fogle story, the subway guy, the child porn, I said I can't cover the story every day. I can't. I left it to the newsroom. I'm like, I can't do it. It's too horrifying. The same thing is true about learning about the death of Haley Busby out of Fishers. The story's horrifying. Absolutely horrible. And what your kids are doing online and what you don't know and how much you try to protect them, and still things happen, and it's an absolutely terrible story. We have it, of course, at WIBC.com. I don't know the parents. I don't know the family. Horrifying that one of these stories that you see in like made-for-television movies kind of played out. And I don't have anything except a thought and a prayer for the family, and I have nothing else I can possibly say. And that's part of my problem. Like, I don't know. I can't pretend to invent the words that would somehow make it better. And so I side on the saying of nothing. I would tell a story that was told to me, and I just realized as I was about to tell it, maybe I'm not allowed to tell that story, so I won't. But ask me privately. I'll tell the story. The story of Savannah Guthrie's mother. She hosts the Today Show on NBC. And her mother, Nancy Guthrie, went missing. She's 84. She went missing from her home in Tucson. And then blood was found at the scene. And now investigators are saying she didn't walk out. And there is a claim, TMZ, the gossip outlet, got a ransom note for Savannah Guthrie's mother. They want millions in Bitcoin. Beyond horrifying is this whole thing. Now, I want to say it this way. I think this is one of these moments that, anybody could fear this, right? A family member being abducted. I think that when you're in the public eye like Savannah Guthrie, people in the public eye of that note are a little more like, whoa, 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 whoa. Now we're going to go after family? It's one thing when someone's taking shots at me, although stop taking shots at people. Family? I think that is what has crept into the story here. A ransom note? Did you know it was Savannah Guthrie's mother? This is a nutty, maddening story. Nancy Guthrie is 5'5" and weighs 150 pounds and is 84. She isn't necessarily fighting back. I do not know what the story here is, and I don't know Savannah Guthrie, but I hope this all works out quickly and everybody is safe. Matt Bear has traffic.
Southeast side crash southbound 465 before 74, slow past Brookville Road. Traffic sponsored by the Suburban Indy Home and Garden Outdoor Living Show. The Suburban Indy Home and Garden Living Show returns to Grand Park February 6th through the 8th, featuring over 200 amazing exhibitors. Tickets are just $7 at suburbanindyshows.com. Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
Michael Meitner, IT Director for Grand River Aseptic Manufacturing, has multiple products from Applied Innovation.
We utilize their line of Rico MFPs across all of our sites, and we're currently using their DocuWare solution for scanning and archival.
Applied Innovation's DocuWare solution has benefits?
Yeah, us providing our great customer service to our customers has been improved tenfold. Instead of taking 30 minutes, it now takes 1 minute.
So Applied Innovation has become an important strategic partner.
Applied Innovation has really become our one-shop stop for all of our MFP printing, scanning needs, our document archiving processes. It's really convenient to have one vendor across all of our 6-7 different sites that we have that I can trust on.
And Applied Innovation service?
Customer service has been amazing. I recommend Applied Innovation and DocuWare to anyone that I possibly can.
Applied Innovation. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedyinnovation.com.
If you're looking for the best deal on TRT, don't pay hundreds of dollars out of pocket for a franchise or settle for a one-size-fits-all dose from your doctor just because they take your insurance. At Synergen X at Low T Center, you can get powerful TRT dosed for your body and get it covered by insurance. Synergen X and Low T Center work with most insurance plans and customize each dose of TRT for maximum effectiveness and safety. It's TRT that actually works with your body. In February, they're offering free testosterone test. Go to SynergenX or lowtcenter.com and book today.
At Low T Center, they're extending their New Year's promotion to give you the start you need for February. Book a free testosterone test right now. It's free. Synergen X and Low T Center. lowtcenter.com or synergenx.com. Same thing, and book that free TRT appointment. Book right now. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you. Party people, what's going on? It's Hammer from the Hammer and Nigel Show. For my friends at We Grow Hair Indie, WeGrowHairIndie.com. Darren Andrews and his amazing team, they told me flat out, we can fix that big bald spot on the back of your dome. So if you're anything like me and you want to look better, contact We Grow Hair Indie, WeGrowHairIndie.com, or call 317-522-2995.
Jeff Saturday for Indiana Unclaimed.
Listen up. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Indiana Unclaimed might have found some of your money. And if you're like me, you had no idea. But I went and checked for my name on IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Look, I found a Hall of Fame quarterback on that list and the foundation of a former punter. The state of Indiana is reuniting folks with $1 million per week. Your name may be on that list too. Go find it at indianaunclaimed.gov.
You've put in the years. Your experience should be respected and paid for. WIBC is hiring experienced commercial kitchen and refrigeration technicians. At WIBC, you'll find top pay, steady work, and real work-life balance, plus paid holidays, paid vacation, paid travel time, and paid training. If you're ready for a company that values your expertise and your time, this is your opportunity. Call 317-873-2512 or visit VASEY.com, VASEY.com.
BMW, Mercedes-Benz, VW, Audi, Mini, Porsche. Names that mean quality, performance,
and usually a dreadful service experience. You know you can't take your car just anywhere, but you may not know you can get the same quality service and parts without going to a dealership.
Enter Auto House Merkel.
Everything from routine service to performance tuning is handled with care by technicians who specialize in German vehicles, using only OEM parts or equivalent.
At a lower cost and less hassle than the dealership.
Book service now at AutohouseMerkel.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes, Hoosier political leaders are talking about protecting children, where a water main break is causing problems this morning, why several police agencies were called to a home in Speedway, and how a Hoosier political leader thinks that he can make government work better for you. After Fox News from the Dugan Air Heating and Cooling Mitsubishi Electric Studios, 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
They still haven't found Nancy Guthrie. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. The mother of Today's Show host, Savannah Guthrie, believed kidnapped Saturday night from her Tucson, Arizona home, where Fox's Alicia Acuna reports TMZ and TV stations received what may be a ransom note.
The note, they say, demanded millions in cryptocurrency for the safe return of Nancy Guthrie by a stated deadline. They report the note contained specific information about the crime scene and Nancy that is not known to the public. Now, the Pima County Sheriff Department, in a statement, said it is aware of the possible ransom notes, and they are taking all tips and leads seriously. The sheriff says investigators have cleared the home for the investigation and have now turned it back to the family. They have processed DNA testing that so far, they say, has not produced a person of interest.
The partial government shutdown is over after 4 days, with funding through September approved by Congress, signed by President Trump for everything but Homeland Security, as Democrats insist on immigration enforcement reform after all the controversy in Minneapolis.
Democrats demand changes at DHS by Friday the 13th. Otherwise, there's another shutdown for just that department. A DHS shutdown means no pay for TSA and volatility at ICE, though its operations are funded thanks to the One Big Beautiful Bill.
That's Fox's Chad Pergam at the Capitol. The U.S. and Iran still plan talks Friday as President Trump demands Iran scale back nuclear and missile development after joining Israel bombing Iran's nuclear facilities last year.
A regional diplomat has told Reuters these negotiations will take place in Oman. The U.S. military yesterday shot down an Iranian drone, it said aggressively approached the aircraft carrier, the Abraham Lincoln. The warship recently arrived in the Arabian Sea. President Trump has warned bad things could happen if the two sides can't reach a deal.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Today there's a new round of peace talks in Abu Dhabi between Russia and Ukraine, brokered by the U.S., still trying to work out a way to stop their war. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
They just want to make sure something like this doesn't happen again. Clear radar in downtown Indianapolis. It's 11 degrees out there, going up to 25. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. The killing of Haley Busby of Fishers is causing political leaders to consider the next appropriate steps. Here's John Herrick.
A Change.org petition has brought up a pink alert, which would send out a statewide alert for dangerous or unusual disappearances that meet certain criteria but don't necessarily fit the requirements for an amber alert. Representative Chris Jeter of Fishers tells Wish TV he wonders if it's time to look more closely at amber alert requirements.
You know, we know in this case that very early on, law enforcement officials received information that led them to a suspect fairly quickly.
quickly. And so I think that in that instance, we should be able to bypass some of those rigid rules and get the Amber Alert out a lot quicker.
Governor Mike Braun says Busby's death should raise serious questions about how to better protect kids in the digital age. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Guilty is the verdict delivered by a Boone County jury on Tuesday. Damian Hatton of Indianapolis found guilty on several charges, including rape and sexual battery. This happened after a 2-day trial. Prosecutors say the case involved underage girls and incidents from last fall. Court records show that Hatton bought them alcohol, drank with them, and then assaulted them. He'll be sentenced on March 4th. The rape convictions alone could mean anywhere from 3 to 16 years in prison. At least 4 law enforcement agencies searched a home in Speedway last night and uncovered more than 1,000 guns with a large amount of ammunition. Janet Kreider lives 2 doors down.
They showed up early this afternoon and entered his house, and then pretty soon, shortly thereafter, they took him out, and then they started unloading guns. And they've been doing it since about 2.
A dispute between 2 men at the Avon Walmart Tuesday escalated when one of the men pulled a gun and pointed it at the other's head. Officers later searched the home of the man accused of pulling the gun. There's a boil water advisory in effect right now for the town of Speedway. It's been in effect for the past 3 days, and it's caused problems for several downtown businesses. People are being told to boil their water before drinking it or using it to brush their teeth. The House just signed off on State Rep Elena Schonkweiler's plan this week, a proposal that she says will streamline local government by reshaping how certain townships are organized.
Hoosiers should not have to pay taxes for overlapping layers of local government or services that are not being provided efficiently. We appreciate the work of our townships, but the system has not kept up with our growing communities, leading to duplicative or misaligned service distribution.
Schonkweiler says the plan would cut through extra layers of local government without touching essential services. IU had their 3-game winning streak snapped last night in Los Angeles to the USC Trojans, 81-75.
Kept trying to battle, kept trying to get back into it, gave a nice little run there late to give ourselves a chance, but unfortunately just couldn't come up with that one more play to get us over the top.
That's head coach Darren DeVries, 33 points for Lamar Wilkerson. IU returns home Saturday to play Wisconsin. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the 5s. What's going on out there, Matt?
Yeah, sorry, Ryan. Inbound 69, stop and go, 7-minute delay, 106 down 282nd. Westbound 70, stop and go before Shadeland Avenue past Emerson Avenue. Northbound 65, south side, stop and go traffic after Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. Southbound 6570 loaded up from the north split down to the south split. Traffic sponsored by Audible. And if you're stuck in traffic, take care of you with help from the top voices in well-being on Audible. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com/wellbeing. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What are we feeling?
Hey, good morning. We'll look for mostly cloudy conditions today. It is going to be colder than yesterday. Yesterday we had 35. It was the first time we were above freezing since January 22nd. Today we'll get up to 23. Tonight we'll fall to 12. And then heading into your Thursday, we'll see temperatures into the middle 20s. Maybe a few snow chances late Thursday into early Friday morning. Friday, 38. And then heading in next week, we've got a pattern change, and it looks like our temperatures will be either at normal or above normal for next week.
I've always wanted to be at normal.
Me too.
Right?
Right.
Sometimes you just have to dream not so big.
Yep.
Right?
Set the bar low.
Yeah, sometimes you got to dream big. Sometimes maybe you should just dream regular.
Right,
Maybe.
yes.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, that's best.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. That's Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. Tara, thank you. I appreciate you being around. We've got 14 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:07. They're going to build themselves a fancy luxury hotel there in Fishers. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Everybody's fighting against Carmel, and Carmel's fighting against everybody else, and everybody's fighting against Indianapolis, because why would you want to go downtown? That's the story here. Right? They've already got convention space. Now they want the hotel space and more retail to go with it. Carmel is looking at building their own convention space. I know that there are other areas in central Indiana where they would love to have more convention space. Maybe they don't need it for 5,000 people, but they'd love it for 585 people. Because some people have a real aversion to downtown, except for February 28th, Trump 1 year and 1 month later, Hyatt Regency, downtown Indianapolis. I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. Yes, security will be on site. Yes, you are going to have an incredible time. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. These cities feel that they can compete, and I love it. I absolutely, positively love it. They should compete. Indianapolis should have to be on its A game all the time. It's better for Indy. It's better for these cities. It's better for Indiana as a whole. Competition is good. Meanwhile, Republic Airways is now heading into that headquarters that they built, $200 million headquarters. It's right there on Meridian, and they've got the, what do you call it, the simulators and everything else. Very, very cool stuff that's happening. And now they're going to build themselves a hotel. A 276-room dedicated corporate hotel. Can you only be working with Republic Airways to stay there? That is a question that I have. Like, is it solely just for their people, or can other people stay? I'm always amazed by the drive for hotel building. We need one more, and we need one more, and we need one more. Don't deny reality. As long as we can bring people here to have conventions and to have events, they're going to need a place to stay. The more, the merrier. I just oppose when cities build them. I oppose what happened with the Hotel Carmichael here in Carmel because of the cost overruns. If we wanted a luxury hotel, we could have partnered with somebody to build a luxury hotel. Oh, we have to build it. That's the part that I was like, that's odd. And then you had millions of dollars in cost overruns and no one cared. I said, this is nuts. By the way, I've been in it. I have yet to eat there. I am told it's very good. I just haven't had the chance. People love the Hotel Carmichael. I think that's great. It could have been done 100 other ways. I feel the same way about the Chris Kindle Market. Could have been done 100 other ways. But they don't seem to ever concern themselves with those things. But wanting the conventions and wanting the hotels to be able to support the conventions and the tourism, again, I think this is good stuff. But this is really a larger scale conversation of growth versus non-growth. And there are a lot of people in Indiana opposed to the idea of growth. This is, I think, coming to a head, which we will address. And then there was this over there at yourcurrent.com. It's a story about how Hamilton County cities are adding these cameras that capture license plates of every vehicle driving past them. Carmel and Fishers have these. And you've got the Carmel police chief, Drake Sterling, saying that the cameras have been used countless times to assist in investigations. And the quote is, "It is weekly, if not multiple times a week, we're catching something off these cameras." Chief, that's super creepy. And I think we need to have a very long talk about privacy. Well, when you're driving, you don't have a right to privacy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Driving may be considered a privilege, but my ability to mobility does have a right to privacy. No, I may not be able to keep myself private from the person in the car next to me, but you're the government. So there is a very large scale difference here, no? And it turns out there is a group, I don't know anything about them. I need to do some research. Eyes Off Indiana. So this group is watching what's happening, paying attention to what's happening, and saying it genuinely can piece together over a matter of time where you go to church, who you're seeing, your patterns of life. It's an absolute infringement of the Fourth Amendment. Now, courts say not so much. These cameras don't violate the Fourth Amendment. I don't like the idea that the city of Carmel or any city, they need to make it easier on the police. I don't need to make it easier on a Carmel cop at all. I'm not angry. I'm just telling you as it is. You want me to say it to you directly? Pick a time. I don't need to make your life easier. I need my rights at all times. That's the argument. This is weird, creepy stuff. This is the kind of stuff that makes people hate government. Being watched as citizens? Even when it comes to immigrations and customs enforcement, I want them doing the job. I don't believe in giving up a single right to make their job easier. Their job is difficult. Okay, you took the job. That's it. Creepy stuff, Carmel, and any other city that wants to play this game. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Traffic on the fives. Matt Bear in the WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Southeast side crash, southbound 465 approaching 74. No delay with this at the moment. Northbound 65 on the south side delayed 7 minutes from South Keystone Avenue into the south split. Southbound 65 70 slow from the north split down to Fletcher Avenue. Westbound 70 slow in pockets from 465 to Rural Street. And inbound 69 6-minute delay 106 282nd. Traffic sponsored by Indiana Foundation Service, your local experts in basement waterproofing and foundation repair. Book your free inspection now at IndianaFoundation.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
13 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Get the Dugan Air Premium Service Tune-Up for just $57. The Dugan Air experts won't just inspect, they will fine-tune your furnace to perfection with a detailed 27-point safety check. Plus, Dugan Air's no breakdown guarantee means you'll bask in comfort all winter long without worry. In Johnson County and South Central Indiana, experience the Dugan difference. Dugan Air is your American Standard Mitsubishi Electric Elite Ductless Pro dealer. Go DuganAir.com.
Premium service, no shenanigans.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Hey, what's up? It's Hammer from the Hammer and Nigel Show. Valentine's Day coming up. It's right around the corner, and flowers are nice. But I'm telling you, she's going to love a clean house a lot better. And this is where Rubbish Works comes in. Book today at rubbishworks.com. Call 317-207-2749. They are a full-service junk removal company. Declutter that house. They bring the dumpster, and they do the labor. They throw it all away. Rubbishworks.com. Use the promo code HAMMER, and you're going to get $25 off.
This hour is powered by Pierce Jewelers, Carmel's diamond engagement ring store.
So the Clintons are finally going to testify disregarding Jeffrey Epstein because they said, hey, we know we've got this subpoena, but we're not going to listen to some subpoena. We're the Clintons. And then House Oversight, James Comer leading the way there, said, we're going to act on this. So these depositions are going to take place, and they're taking place via videotape. You mean they don't have to show up? Just a reminder that one should never think that because Congress puts something out, puts out a subpoena, you have to listen to it. That's the answer. You don't have to listen to it. The videotaped and transcribed in-person deposition scheduled for February 26th for Hillary, February 27th for Bill. And then we'll talk about it on February 28th. I don't know. I don't think that's going to come up unless it gets nutty. Buy your tickets at WIBC.com, tickets.TonyKatz.com. It's going to be so great. So much bourbon. It's going to be so great. Tickets.TonyKatz.com, February 28th. Can't wait to see you. The House Oversight said that we're not going to take a deposition that's just voice. No. Has to be at the very least video. At the very least. It was the attorneys for the Clintons that said the hearings had to be public. Well, why aren't the hearings right there in front of Congress? And the Clinton people are saying, well, you can have a camera, you can have 1,000 cameras. The Clintons will do it publicly. So where is the real argument here? The Clintons say they have no personal knowledge of Epstein's criminal activities, but there are photos. There are a fair amount of photos and connections between Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein. I again will remind people that does not mean criminality. A lot of people knew Jeffrey Epstein. And if we were honest people, we'd be like, okay, people knew him, people were in that orbit, people were connected, they did fundraising, they did events, all sorts of things. It doesn't mean they were engaged in anything criminal. But one of the people who gets none of that respect is President Trump. None of that respect at all. As a matter of fact, it gets nuttier and nuttier and nuttier by the day. Somewhere I had the audio of Congressman Ted Lieu. Ted Lieu is a gross human being. And more, the Democrats have tripled down on all hate all the time. Tripled down on this. And some people would argue that is them getting more and more desperate. I don't know if I view it in that way, but I really appreciate their argument. Their argument is to say they're losing their grip, they're losing control, they're losing focus, and so they're lashing out more and more and more. My only problem with that argument is that lashing out has become the practice. So if it is the practice, how could I then say it's proof of them losing connection to reality? How do I make that claim? Meanwhile, here's Congressman Ted Lieu.
So why are Republicans so interested in Bill and Hillary Clinton? It's because they're trying to distract from the fact that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files thousands and thousands of times. In those files, there's highly disturbing allegations of Donald Trump raping children, of Donald Trump threatening to kill children.
What the hell is he talking about? Producer Carl, you're my conspiracy guy. Conspiracy Carl, by the way. That's a podcast that you have to be listening to every single day. I admittedly haven't read every single part of every single release. The Epstein files talks about allegations of Trump raping children. Producer Carl, have you heard anything about this?
Well, if that was true, it would have come out long ago,
Now,
before.
that argument, by the way, Carl, is the argument that a lot of people have, and I think that argument is bulletproof. Do any of us believe? Just sit. It's us sitting on the bar stool having a bourbon. Do any of us believe that if there was an allegation of Trump and rape of children, it wouldn't have come out before the election? No one buys that at all. What is Ted Lieu doing? And he's going to hide behind, well, it's an allegation. Ted Lieu has become Adam Schiff. Just say whatever you want. It's madness. Now, I say to you, I have not read everything. But you would think that would be a story. They don't even care if it's real. They just say it. They just scream it. What Jeffrey Epstein did to these young women is horrifying and obscene, and he never should have been allowed to kill himself, and people who did this to kids have to go to jail. But that's not what Democrats say. Democrats say, how does this benefit us politically? And this is why people throw up their hands and say, I'm done with politics. You're all terrible. You're all awful. Ted Lieu is awful. You're all awful. That's why they say it. And they're not wrong. How am I supposed to look at them and say you're wrong? Gross. Just horrifying stuff. And if you want to be more horrified, let's, of course, now go to the kindergarten classes where teachers are teaching kindergartners how to protest ICE.
No Donald Trump! No Donald Trump! No Donald Trump! No Donald Trump!
Little kids holding signs that they made, like popsicle sticks, and they're just marching around the classroom. This is what teachers are teaching. Tell me the difference between that and the imagery you would get from some Soviet classroom in 76. Some today Politburo classroom in China. Break the teacher unions in two. Break them in two. Take your kids' education back. I don't care if we starve public education. It has failed us. Honestly, between Ted Lieu and this, I don't know which one's sicker. You know what? It's the kids. Ted Lieu, well, we always knew he was sick. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, crash clear, Tony. Southeast side, southbound 465 approaching 74. Now we have a stall on the south side, eastbound 465 between Harding and 31. The right lane is closed, no delay yet. And on the south side, northbound 65, loaded from Keystone Avenue into the south split. That is construction for an 8-minute delay. Inbound 69, 3-minute delay, 106 282nd. Traffic sponsored by the Suburban Indy Home and Garden Outdoor Living Show. The Suburban Indy Home and Outdoor Living Show returns to Grand Park February 6th through the 8th, featuring over 200 amazing exhibitors. Tickets are just $7 at suburbanindyshows.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show back at it this afternoon. The biggest stories in Indy. Tony Kennett will join us, and I'm sure at some point we'll make Allison uncomfortable and she'll go to HR. Tune in.
We had downsized. In that downsizing, my husband lost his man cave.
Everyone is talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like your neighbor Deb.
My husband and I were at the home show and saw all these vendors with garage floor coatings. The one that stayed with us was Galaxy.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is 4 times stronger than epoxy.
I'm the only one home, and so it's nice when well-dressed, clean-cut, respectful crew show up. That's what Galaxy sent.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, and driveways in as little as 1 day, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
Warranties are real important for us, and to know that should there be an issue, Galaxy was standing behind us. That's pretty much what tipped us over to go with Galaxy.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook.
We are so proud to open our garage door.
We're out of this world.
It's an all-new date, but it's the same great bourbon. Saturday, February 28th, join me for Trump 1 year and 1 month later at the Hyatt Regency in downtown Indianapolis. The snow caused us to postpone, but it couldn't stop us. February 28th, downtown Indianapolis, the Hyatt Regency, Trump 1 year and 1 month later. The bourbon, the food, the live music, the red tie, and you. I'll have the full breakdown of how we win the midterms and more. Get your tickets. Go to WIBC.com. Trump 1 year and 1 month later at WIBC.com.
Community Health Network cares for your heart health. From heart scans and vascular screenings to complex heart procedures, you can count on our expert team for the highest quality cardiovascular care, when and where you need it. Your path to a healthy heart starts with knowing your risk. Schedule a heart scan or vascular screening today. Visit ecommunity.com/heart. Community Health Network. Exceptional care. Simply delivered.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Don't miss Troop Vertigo, Cirque Magic, February 6th and 7th with the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra, guided by conductor Jack Everly. Troop Vertigo delivers spellbinding acrobatics, stunning physical feats, and breathtaking choreography. Featuring beloved hits from Wicked, including Defying Gravity and Popular by Stephen Schwartz, along with Harry's Wondrous World by John Williams, and classical favorites like Saint-Saëns Bacchanal. Get tickets at IndianapolisSymphony.org or at the ISO box office.
You've worked hard your whole life and demand the best in everything. Don't settle for tough, untraceable supermarket beef. Defiance Beef delivers farm-raised, hand-selected Angus-influenced beef. 100% traceable, custom-cut exactly to your specifications for superior tenderness and rich flavor. From the farm to your door, no middleman, no compromises. Reserve your share today at DefianceBeef.com. Use code BEEF for free shipping on your first order at DefianceBeef.com. Defiance Beef, because you deserve nothing less.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet, so make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
'93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Protecting children is the focus after Haley's murder. You have a clear radar in downtown Indianapolis where it's 12 degrees. The real feels about 8. We're going up to 25. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. Haley Busby of Fishers was killed after meeting a man online, prompting lawmakers to explore ways to protect kids. One idea is requiring online grooming awareness training in schools. Democrat Rep. Victoria Garcia Wilburn tells Wish TV there's a lot to consider.
I think it's a delicate balance between giving parental rights and then holding online developers accountable regarding what's appropriate for minors and what isn't.
And she says the priority now is honoring Busby's life. Governor Braun says he's working with state police to address gaps in the Amber Alert system. The mother of Today host Savannah Guthrie is still missing. TMZ and some other local outlets say they've now received what appears to be ransom notes.
The note, they say, demanded millions in cryptocurrency for the safe return of Nancy Guthrie by a stated deadline. They report the note contained specific information about the crime scene and Nancy that is not known to the public.
That's Fox's Alicia Acuna in Tucson, Arizona.
The Pima County Sheriff's Department, in a statement, said it is aware of the possible ransom notes and they are taking all tips and leads seriously. The sheriff says investigators have cleared the home for investigation and turned it back over to the family. They have processed DNA testing that so far has not produced a person of interest.
And police say there are signs that somebody forced their way into the home of the 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, who was last seen Saturday night. Netflix chief Ted Sarandos says that the company doesn't have a political agenda. He spoke on Capitol Hill Tuesday as some political leaders raised concerns about Netflix buying Warner Brothers and HBO, and some Republicans criticized the streamer's content as too woke. Some state and local leaders are opposing plans to house detained immigrants in their communities.
A $45 billion expansion of immigration detention facilities is seeing opposition from elected officials and some property owners across the U.S. The Trump administration is working to use converted warehouses, privately run facilities, and county jails to house thousands of detained immigrants. Mayors in Oklahoma City and Salt Lake City have said that property owners won't be selling or leasing their facilities for immigration detention. And when news of a prospective site in Kansas City, Missouri became public, elected officials passed an ordinance aimed at blocking it.
That's Fox's Tanya J. Powers. Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears talking about ICE during a community breakfast in Indianapolis yesterday.
The best ways to deter unreasonable behavior is to prosecute people. But we can only do that if we have the strength of the people behind us.
And community leaders told people that they even, if they're not directly affected by ICE, they should watch and record any interactions. And a 4-year-old Doberman pinscher named Penny has won the Best of Show at the Westminster Dog Show. Sports on WIBC at 8:34. IU's winning streak ended last night in LA. USC pulled out an 81-75 win, even though Lamar Wilkerson led the way with 33 points for the Hoosiers. He was the only IU player in double figures for head coach Darren DeVries.
So we didn't get that second, third scorer, like we've been getting tonight. Obviously, Lamar, really tried to carry us there. We need to finish a little stronger so we can get to the free throw line. We got to do a better job of drawing those fouls.
USC freshman Elijah Arenas, whose father was a pretty good NBA player, Gilbert, scored a career-high 29 points. IU heads back home to take on Wisconsin Saturday. The Indiana Pacers were tuned up by the Utah Jazz last night, 131-122.
Too many turnovers in the second half. The rebounds are even. A lot of the stuff's pretty even. Turnovers, untimely ones, were killers.
Head coach Rick Carlisle's team. NBA trade deadline is Thursday. The Pacers head to Milwaukee on Friday. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:35, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
All right, Ryan, looking at the south side, crash, westbound 465. All lanes have reopened. Looking at northbound 65 south side, stop and go traffic, Keystone Avenue into the south split, a 7-minute delay. Westbound 70 approaching the north split, slow from Sherman. Inbound 69 tight from 96th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by the Suburban Indy Home and Garden Outdoor Living Show. The Suburban Indy Home and Outdoor Living Show returns to Grand Park February 6th through the 8th, featuring over 200 amazing exhibitors. Tickets are just $7 at suburbanindyshows.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
12 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:36. It's time to fill up on the news, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. Dow futures up 140, NASDAQ futures down 52. Tony Katz, 93, WIBC, good morning. Good to be with you. Oil prices $63.34 a barrel, ticking up. Brent crude, $67.51 a barrel. The 10-year Treasury, 4.284, well entrenched in the 4.2s. And those gold prices, they're back over 5,000. As we said, $5,056 is the bid on gold, and silver is back up to $90.94. These things were, I think gold was at 5,600. Silver had hit 120. So down from those highs, but still in a place to see some growth. And then there was a story that Chipotle was taking a hit. Now, what makes Chipotle interesting is that Chipotle, through all of the madness, whether it was COVID or other things, Chipotle kept climbing. And people were still going, and it was looked at as the leader and people who were really focused on health. You get high protein. Chipotle was everything. And now we're seeing that the stock has gone down a bit because they're seeing falling traffic and there's weak guidance going into the future. Same store sales decline of 1.7%, the first decline since 2016. If you remember Chipotle's story at all, they had a whole issue. It wasn't with freshness, but with issues with some of the food, lettuce, things like that, and it really damaged the brand. And then really just a force of will kind of comeback and the massiveness during COVID. Executives call the outlook conservative. This goes along with a story about how Pepsi, which owns a tremendous number of brands, including Lay's and Doritos and Cheetos and Tostitos, those are all going to see price cuts. All of those snacks are about to see price cuts because they say they're hearing from customers regarding prices. They're getting this backlash, and so they're going to reduce the prices. So now I ask the following question. Does this show economic success or an economic problem? There's a part of me that says you can't afford the $14 burrito anymore, or however much it costs if you're getting the guacamole on one of those bowls, or et cetera. And so the people who are selling the, I'll call it junk food, even though I like a chip like anybody else, they're lowering the cost because they know that there's more of that audience to grab because people are looking for the less expensive snack, even if it's not as healthy. So that would not play great for the economy. However, it could just be that people don't want to spend $14 on a burrito because it's a burrito. It's mostly rice. We see you. I'm not sure how that one plays out. What it is that we're seeing here. And it could very well be. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar and these things are not related in the slightest. Chipotle's issues and trend issues, there might be other things that have taken place, value meals, etc., that say, hey, I can spend $9 here and I'm just as good. I'm not going there necessarily for the health benefit. I went there because I thought it was a deal or at least good, but I can spend less money here and it's fine. Right? That's possible too. Interesting numbers. I'll be following more of that. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning.
February is when excuses disappear and effort has to show up every night.
It's been a rough couple weeks for us, but this group will keep fighting, keep learning, and get back on track.
The Big Ten is stacked, and postseason hopes are at stake.
Confidence is one of those things, like you drop a couple, and then you got to figure out a way to put it away fast. There's another one coming right in front of you.
IU meets Wisconsin, Saturday at noon on the home of the Hoosiers, 93 WIBC.
Stay warm and cozy all winter long with a Howald Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing tune-up. Seasonal wear and tear can take its toll on your furnace. Schedule now. Howald Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, where coming home never felt so good.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
They are negotiating. They'd like to do something, and we'll see if something is going to be done.
93 WIBC.
The partial government shutdown's over.
What happens next
We do believe Nancy was taken from her home against her will.
happens here.
The note contained information about the crime scene that is not known to the public.
Stay in the know
And it's sentencing day for the man convicted in the second Trump assassination attempt.
while you're on the go.
Tried to stab himself in the neck with a pen in court when he was found guilty.
On air, online, and on Alexa.
This is Chuck Lofton, here to talk to you about my friends at Exercise Inc. Exercise Inc. is the 20-minute, once-a-week workout program that will change your life. My wife Mary and I have been clients for 6 years. The program has worked well with my busy schedule. I was getting cardio, but I started the program because I understood the importance of strength training to overall health. It's helped me with managing my blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. The biggest help? My sluggish feeling was replaced with much-needed energy. It's designed to help clients get stronger in a shorter period of time. The studios are private, just you and your coach working to reach your goals. Exercise Inc. has 5 locations: Avon, Brownsburg, Greenwood, Zionsville, and now Fishers. So take it from me, Chuck Lofton. Improve the forecast for your health. Go to exerciseinc.com today to request a free consultation.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Win tickets to see Troop Vertigo, Cirque Magic with the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra this Friday and Saturday. Experience breathtaking acrobatics, stunning choreography, and music from Wicked, Harry Potter, and more. More details on WIBC.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are we seeing?
South side, northbound 65, delayed 7 minutes. Keystone Avenue to the south split because of road construction. Inbound 70 slows before Sherman through the north split out to Meridian. Inbound 69 tight from 96th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by the Suburban Indie Home and Garden Outdoor Living Show. The Suburban Indie Home and Outdoor Living Show returns to Grand Park February 6th through the 8th, featuring over 200 amazing exhibitors. Tickets are just $7 at SuburbanIndieShows.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
12 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:45. I know this.
Sometimes the world looks perfect. Nothing to rearrange. Sometimes you just
I know this.
get a feeling like you need some kind of change.
I know this, Matt Bear.
No matter what
Say it.
the odds are this time, nothing's gonna stand in my way. It's flaming my heart like a long lost friend. Gives every dark street a light at the end.
All right, I got it. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here's how we play our game. Producer Carl has picked the television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. Now, I can utilize the help from the chat room. Sorry, social media, not you. You have to be in the chat room, youtube.com. Just go to WIBC and subscribe, or I can phone a friend. But I have this. I know what this is. But I will, because it's tradition. Phone a friend, Matt Bear. What is this television theme song?
Tony, that's Felicity.
Nice. Good work. Good work. It is not Felicity.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the theme song of Balki Baktanomos. I cannot pronounce his name. Doesn't matter. That's Perfect Strangers. Yep. I had it. Feel good. You had it too, chat room. Well done. Good job, Vic. Nice. Nice. Turn it up. It's a good theme song.
Very
I don't
happy.
know about you, but I feel uplifted.
I feel like I'm flying.
Do you feel like you're flying?
Yes, very much.
What would give you more flight? This or the theme to the Greatest American Hero?
Oh. Well, twisting my arm. I'd say this. This is very uplifting. I feel good. Like a good day's coming.
Right? But we can agree, for all we've been playing this game, that the theme to the Greatest American Hero is the best theme possibly in television history. Right?
Yeah. Fluffy.
Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself.
Now, it wasn't written for the show, I don't believe.
Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else.
Let me hear it, Matt Bear. Sing it loud and proud.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free.
See,
I mean, that's
I
good.
can't even radio sing. Can't even do it.
That is good right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That has got to be at least in the conversation of top 5 television theme songs of all time.
What about Taxi?
All right. Well, I see. So, yeah. Yes. The answer is yes. The theme to Taxi is, for me, which is known as Angela's theme. It's just so good.
So calming.
It's calming, and yet it's driving music.
I play this when I work on my urban garden.
We all want to know more about your urban garden, but I'm going to stay on topic right now.
Hey, I've got one for you. How about this?
Yes. A3.
Best
Sopranos
song.
theme song.
New Jersey Turnpike.
Best song in TV history.
Well, wait. So now we're doing something different here. We talking about best show in TV history or best theme song in TV history?
I thought we were talking best theme song, and that's the best.
It's again, I would argue probably top 5. Like Greatest American Hero, Taxi, Sopranos. I think we're 3 of the top 5. Now, is it the best theme song because we like the show, or is it the best theme song because we like the theme song?
The theme song is supposed to set the show, right? That's supposed to get you into the mood, and I don't think, well, maybe it's the theme with the actual visuals of the pizza parlor and going into Jersey like Tony Soprano is in that theme. Maybe that helps make
First
the
of
song.
all-
But I could listen to that song anywhere. I think it's a fantastic song.
You understand, he's not leaving New Jersey. He's coming to New Jersey.
Thank you. Okay. Damn.
Secondly, because if it's about matching the show,
from the cheap seats.
And so that's just it.
That's good.
where the problem is. Because if we're talking about the show, then we've got a problem. If we're talking about just the theme song, well, then this has to be in any top 5 conversation too.
Oh, yeah. Oh. It's Nakata.
Welcome back.
Who had Matt Bear and producer Carl doing Horseshack references?
That's a good one, man.
To that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed.
So now we get into it. Like, I don't know. Because I just did 5. Like with Matt's Sopranos mention, we did 5.
That's a Mount Rushmore right there.
Right?
Manimal's not in
that
there,
could be.
Tony? Manimal?
What was that?
Manimal's not in there?
Manimal's not in there. No. But by the way, some people in chat room are like Miami Vice.
Oh, yeah.
Miami Vice is a perfect theme song for that show.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's very good.
For that show.
For that,
Now
yeah,
is
you
it
do
top
got,
five?
yeah, me a little bit there. Okay. Yeah,
And some people are talking about the MASH theme song. But the name of that song, by the way, Suicide is Painless. It's a true story. I don't know if it's top five.
What about this?
Yes. Saved by the Bell, always. Anytime I can talk about Kelly Kapowski, I'm all in.
Need a little Kapowski in your life. We all do. Oh, Carl.
Wow. Good Lord.
He's got 3 of them.
Thank you, Matt, for understanding the problem when someone gave producer Carl sound effects.
He's got 3 boings saved.
Oh, good Lord. I'm sorry. First of all, Kelly Kapowski, Lisa Tuttle before the surgery.
Yeah, before the surgery, I agree.
Yeah.
Beautiful woman.
Whoa, that's cool.
I swear to God, I'm going to find a new producer, so help me.
Forget the silence.
Just what is happening?
Silent rage.
So we have to, by the way, it is a rage. I'm not going to lie. Pure rage. So now it's an interesting one. What are the top 5? And is it of its own volition, or does it have to match the show? Because here, I mean, chat room, you're absolutely right. If we're gonna do this, we gotta do this right. And there are so many entries that come into it. How do we leave this out?
Lady Godiva was a freedom rider. She didn't care if the whole
Fantastic.
You're gonna leave Maude out of this?
No.
Can't be done. Can't be done. And then, if we're gonna talk about this, we can't talk about it without talking about the all-time favorite local theme song from TV in Indianapolis history. You got to throw in a little bit of One Day at a Time. So,
One Day at a Time.
And then the Jeffersons, Tony.
This is life, the one you get. So go and have a ball. This is it.
there's a lot of work here to do. A lot of work. I'll catch you guys at noon. Matt Bear has traffic.
Northbound 65 delayed.